The week on the Spirit Media Network. The Friday Night End Zone Game of the Week is brought to you in part by King's Daughters Medical Center, providing quality health and wellness in a Christian environment. By Mississippi Ag, Ag Up. By Centerpoint Energy, always there. By Lakeside Molding, where details make the difference. By Pole Chaps of Brandon. Need your business to stand out? Pole Chaps has you covered. By Vans Sporting Goods, online at vansoutdoors.com. Now let's head to the field with tonight's crew bringing you all the action right here on the Spirit Media Network.
You're more than a patient at KDMC. You're family, worthy of kindness, compassion, and respect. King's Daughters Medical Center, caring for our community like no one else can.
The Outdoorsman Tractor Package is here at Mississippi Ag. Choose a 3 Series John Deere tractor tailored to your horsepower needs and get all the attachments you require for the fall in one convenient package, including a loader, disc, and spreader starting at $315 a month. And as always, you get it all covered by our 10-year warranty. With 0% financing for 60 months, it's a deal that is sure to help you get your food plots ready for the season. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer expires 10/31/19.
Before digging in my yard, I always call 811 to have my utility lines marked. to avoid service interruptions or injury. As CenterPoint Energy says, it's better to call 811 now than 911 later. And if I suspect a gas leak, I leave the area immediately on foot and call CenterPoint Energy and 911 from a safe, remote location. Really?
CenterPoint Energy invests in its infrastructure to help keep you safe. CenterPoint Energy. Always there.
The Mississippi National Credentialing Initiative, or MNCI, is a collaboration between the Mississippi Community College Board and the 15 Mississippi Community Colleges. The MNCI provides opportunities for students enrolled in credited career and technical education programs to receive national certifications. The premise of the MNCI is to connect education and industry for an improved Mississippi workforce. Students with national certifications often earn more than their counterparts without a certification. Visit mccb.edu for more information regarding the MNCI and career and technical education programs that lead to national certifications.
And we welcome you back as we get all set for Ridgeland and Neshoba Central. This is a key region battle tonight between these two squads. I'm Jason Scarborough. Jeff Eads sits right here. Logan Campbell is running things here in the press box as the rain has subsided a little bit. So if you're in the area, still want to come out and check out a good high school football game, as half the schedule was played last night. We're one of the lone games here tonight, so hang out with us here on the Spirit Media Network. Jeff, let's look at our impact players presented by King's Daughters Medical Center. We start with the visiting Neshoba Central Rockets, and when you look at their offensive approach, it's really interesting because it's really a three-headed monster.
It is, and what a monster it is. You've got three key players, the junior Jarquez Hunter, senior Ty Mathis, and senior Austin Day. They've got 268 total carries of the rock between them, and it should be a running game tonight. The offense averages 281 yards on the ground.
Yeah, and Ridgeland counters with their own offensive approach in the backfield. They've got a really good quarterback. They got a pretty good running back, too.
They do. The monsters are junior quarterback Zy McDonald. He is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback. Look, he's got 15 touchdowns in the air. He's got 13 touchdowns on the ground. And so stopping him is going to be the key for Neshoba Central tonight. But wait, there's more. You got senior running back Markel Young, who's got over 700 yards rushing, but he's also got over 400 yards receiving.
Wow.
So, yeah, we've got a dual-headed monster on the other side of the ball. It's going to be a great game tonight.
When we come back, we'll give you the starting lineups as the teams continue to warm up here. We're about 14 minutes or so away from kickoff. Neshoba Central still on the field. We'll have Jeff's keys to victory as well as we continue here in the KDMC pregame show. Back in 2 minutes right here on the Spirit Media Network.
A smile is one of the first things most people notice. And for over a decade, Germany Dental has helped change smiles for thousands of people across Mississippi.
I was so embarrassed about my teeth that I never smiled. But now that I have dental implants and cosmetic veneers from Germany Dental, I can't stop smiling. My decision to see Dr. Germany literally changed my life.
Germany Dental, changing lives, one smile at a time. Call 601-825-4746 today.
Like hunting or fishing, Van Sporting Goods is a tradition that's been passed down through the generations. Since 1992, Mississippi's hunters have come to Vans to gear up for their favorite seasons. And this season is no different. You can't miss with the Loophole Optics. And find the perfect fit for the largest gun selection in Mississippi, featuring Browning, Benelli, Winchester, and more, plus accessories that take your outings to the next level. Van Sporting Goods, a name you know as well as your own.
Family owned and operated since 1986, Lakeside Molding has become the trusted source of architectural products throughout the South. They offer fine interior architectural moldings, custom millwork, and cabinet doors designed and handcrafted in Flowwood. Their showroom on Lakeland Drive is stocked with today's most sought-after interior details, including corbels, post, fireplace mantles, bath vanities, butcher block islands, mirrors, and much more. Tim Shoemaker and his staff work closely to meet client needs for new construction, restoration, and remodeling projects. Lakeside Molding, where details make the difference.
We're having a sale at Patty Peck on a brand new Honda Accord LX, and the Honda Pilot is oh so sweet, just $289 a month when you lease, and the value package is super hot. Make your way to Patty Peck and get a free car wash. Get a lifetime powertrain warranty with your new Honda purchase.
Break it down, Rita B.
I said P-A-T-T-Y, Patty Peck, Honda's #1. I said P-A-T-T-Y. Shop now at pattypeckhonda.com.
Take another break. And we welcome you back as we get all set here about 10 minutes or so before kickoff as Neshoba Central and Ridgeland getting all set here. You get a good view of the field there as the team's getting ready to make their way out to the field for tonight, I believe the national anthem and, of course, tonight's prayer. Let's look at the coaches real quick as Neshoba Central, of course, led by fourth-year head football coach Patrick Schooler, Coach Schooler, with a 24 and 21 overall mark so far in this time in Neshoba Central. Schooler has led the Rockets to the postseason last year for the first time since 2011 for the Rockets program, and he's seeking the school's first region title since 1993. Ridgeland Titans head football coach David White. I had a chance to talk to Coach White quite a bit this week and really enjoyed our conversations. He wants to bring a winner here to Madison County. He knows he's competing with Madison Central, MRA, St. Andrews, among others. Coach White, in his first season, as we mentioned, he's led the Titans to a 7-1 mark thus far in his first campaign. Coach Whitey, as he's referred to, Coach Whitey White, spent the last couple of seasons at the University of Nevada as running backs and recruiting coordinator, running backs coach and recruiting coordinator. He started his career as a grad assistant under former head football coach Bob Stoops at the University of Oklahoma. And when you look at some of his endorsements, Jeff, they range from current Clemson defensive coordinator Brent Venables, Arizona head coach Kevin Sumlin, and, of course, former head coach at the University of Oklahoma, Bob Stoops. So when you look at his references, that's nothing to really shake your head at. I mean, Bob Stoops, Kevin Sumlin, folks can say what they want about Sumlin, but he coached Johnny Manziel. I mean, this is a guy that's a proven winner and is endorsed by some of the most notable names in all of college football.
Absolutely. They know exactly what they're doing by their records. And, again, regardless of what you think of Kevin Sumlin, he's a winner, and he knows how to pick winners. And Coach Bob Stoops, you can't say enough about him. So
no.
if they're speaking on his behalf and he's learned, Coach White has learned from these great coaches, they've got an outstanding coach on their hands. It's going to be nice to see how this team grows over the next few years because they've got 18 seniors. I counted 18 seniors.
That's a lot.
They're going to lose, and so that's going to be a big task as far as rebuilding goes moving into the future.
Now, when you look at the keys to victory, we've got a wet track here tonight. The rain has let up for the most part. Now, when we got here a couple of hours before setting everything up before kickoff here a couple hours ago, it was not enjoyable, especially if you didn't bring a poncho. Got to pick on you again.
Absolutely.
So it wasn't enjoyable. So if you look at the keys to victory, both teams are going to have to deal with the wet track tonight. This is a phenomenal draining system because we are on turf. So keys to victory with a wet night, a cool night by the time we get to midnight. But the temperature is going to keep going up. That's what's interesting. We should be close to 70 by the time this game ends. But keys to victory on a wet track for both teams, what are they?
So I've got really one key to victory. Now, there's three variables that go along with this, Jason, and that's going to be holding on to the football because even though the rain is gone, the field is still wet, and it's going to create a wet football for them to hold on to, both catching and running the ball. The second variable is going to be minimizing mental errors. Now, as long as they're able to focus on, holding onto the football, catching the football, running the right routes, and watching their footing and making their blocks, that should be okay. And then lastly, the third variable is going to be execution. If the team that executes their plays the most efficiently is going to win the game. So the key is focus. And I think we're going to have a great game tonight. The weather's going to come back in, and it's going to get wet again. But I think we're still going to have a great game tonight.
All right, we're getting ready for the national anthem, and while we do, we're going to step aside for another 2-minute break as we'll come back, get you all set with the starting lineups in tonight's kickoff right here on the Spirit Media Network.
Your man cave is a lie. It's not a masculine refuge. It's a basement in your wife's house. Caves don't have frilly craft store signs. Yell about it. In your man cave, no one can hear you scream. Wake up! Head upstairs and get to B-dubs, where the kegerators are just called taps, the wall color is TVs, and the wings taste like freedom. Also, your friends actually like coming here. Buffalo Wild Wings. Roar!
You're more than a patient at KDMC. You're family, worthy of kindness, compassion, and respect. King's Daughters Medical Center, caring for our community like no one else can.
The Outdoorsman Tractor Package is here at Mississippi Ag. Choose a 3 Series John Deere tractor tailored to your horsepower needs and get all the attachments you require for the fall in one convenient package, including a loader, disc, and spreader starting at $315 a month. And as always, you get it all covered by our 10-year warranty. With 0% financing for 60 months, it's a deal that is sure to help you get your food plots ready for the season. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer expires 10/31/19.
With 2 boys, I know about suspicious odors.
But CenterPoint Energy taught me something important. If I smell rotten eggs, it might be a gas leak. I should leave on foot immediately and call both CenterPoint Energy and 911 from a safe location. I also never store flammables like paint or gasoline near my natural gas appliances. One spark is all it takes to ignite fumes.
CenterPoint Energy provides tips to help you keep your family safe. CenterPoint Energy, always there.
And we welcome you back as we're just about inside 4 minutes or so before kickoff here tonight. Glad that you're with us. Jason Scarborough, Jeff Ead, Logan Campbell all in the press box with you. Don Newman-Kazari braving the elements on top of Titan Stadium here tonight. And I guess it's a chance to look at the starting lineups brought to you by Mississippi Ag. Let's first look at the homestanding Ridgeland Titans starters. Of course, you heard Jeff mention Zy McDonald. By the way, he is the nephew of Ole Miss and New Orleans Saint great Deuce McAllister, who will be watching tonight, by the way. So we got to be at the top of our game, right?
That's right.
So Zy McDonald, he'll be the key on offense for Ridgeland. Defensively, of course, Caleb Canada has been someone you got to just watch you got to watch him continuously on defense for the Titans. That's the Ridgeland starters. Let's look at the Neshoba Central Rockets starters. Offensively, it all starts with that 3-headed monster that we talked about earlier, Mathis, Day, and Hunter in the backfield. Defensively, of course, you're going to have to watch Maxton Woodward, one of the defensive ends, as well as Nick McClendon. And that's a look at the starters tonight brought to you by Mississippi Ag. Can I start over? Can I just hit the reset button there? The rain, that's what it is. We'll blame it on the rain.
Blame it on the rain.
All right, so before we kick off here, Neshoba Central, by the way, they look sharp tonight. Must give them a lot of props. And we don't see Ridgeland on the field yet. Haven't seen them made their way out of the locker room just yet. But, you know, you used to play football, and these kind of games when it's raining, when it's wet, you actually look forward to these games back in the day. Did you not?
I did. You know, being a big guy on the line, you're looking at the cooler rain is keeping you cool. Us big guys get hot there in the trenches. But, you know, the quarterbacks, the running backs, the receivers, the kickers, the holders, they're the ones that are nervous. They did not like the rain in games. But as far as being a lineman, yeah, we love the rainy games. You get sloppy, dirty, muddy. That's what football's about.
So do you think half the schedule was rescheduled to last night,
Yeah.
half the high school schedule. And I've seen a lot of opinion, as we do see the Titans start to make their way out of the locker room, but I've seen a lot of opinion on, hey, we need to play in the rain. We're getting soft. And I'm not calling any of these teams last night to move their game to Thursday night, because we kind of wanted the game moved to Thursday night so we could go watch a game tonight. But what do you make of a lot of these teams moving the games to last night? Is it more of a, hey, we know what we're capable of in the rain, and the rain neutralizes. The rain is a great equalizer. You've heard a lot of coaches say that. So what do you make of a lot of the teams moving the games to Thursday night last night?
Well, there's a couple ways to look at it. We talked about it on the way up here. You've got people traveling a pretty decent distance, and, rainy weather means potential for accidents.
Sure.
You've got accidents on the field. When the ground is wet, even with turf, your risk of injury is higher. So you've got that to factor in. Then you've got the gates. The money at the gates. People aren't going to come attend the game if it's raining. Therefore, your finances are going to suffer. So, but on the other hand, keeping it real, as I would call it, because this is football. It rains, and you still play. Just about all outside sports play in the rain.
That's right.
So it's just part of it. So it's, 6 half one doesn't.
We're kind of old school. We are,
school.
not to give our age, but we're kind of old school. And these kind of games, for the most part, you look forward to. I will say this, that there was a move by Ridgeland. They did want to play this game last night, but both sides could not come to an agreement. So here we are tonight. Who will be able to take advantage of it being a wet track here tonight? So the teams are meeting at midfield now, and all the captains. And I got to tell you, boy, the uniform game from both sides, the uniform game is strong, brother.
They look pretty slick. You got those Tar Heel helmets for Ridgeland with that navy blue uniform. It's looking pretty sharp.
All right, we'll look to midfield and see who wins the toss and who will defer as the officials meeting tonight, as we do expect rain in the forecast, and it's let up for the most part, and folks continue to make their way into the stadium as the Titans making their way out onto the field now. As you heard Jeff talk about those nice powder blue lids.
You like your powder blue?
I love the powder blue, man. Pretty sharp. Teams meeting now as we speak. Let's see who wins the toss and who will elect to receive the first half kickoff.
I will add one more thing about the rainy weather. Tonight we're going to see a little bit of both. We've got a gap in the weather right now, so the running and passing game are going to be effective. When the rain comes through, the running game is going to take over, so most likely. So it is kind of a disadvantage for a traditionally primary passing team.
Mm-hmm.
But if it were raining for the whole game, that's another story. But we're going to have a little mixture of both, I believe.
And we think that we see both teams are finally ready to go here, as Ridgeland has won the toss. They have deferred to the second half. And it will be the Neshoba Central Rockets getting the first half kickoff here to start. Seems like this thing's kind of dragging on a little bit here, as the officials making sure to get out those final instructions to both teams. So we're finally ready for football here, as the Rockets have not made their way through the paper just yet. Should be interesting here as we await the kickoff here between Neshoba Central and Ridgeland. Seems like there's a little bit of a lag here to the start of the game for some reason.
Rain's slowing everything down.
I guess so. So here come the Rockets onto the field. And you see the folks who have made the hour-and-a-half drive from Neshoba all the way down. Man, some of the Ridgeland coaches in here with us for a little bit. Thought we were going to get to hear some of the play calls there for a second.
I dare say Neshoba Central brought more fans than Ridgeland did.
Really?
I mean, by the looks of it from here.
You're going to hack some folks off there, dude.
Well, I mean, it is what it is.
You look at the series, And they haven't played a whole lot. Ridgeland, we still look at them as a new school, a new program.
Yeah.
And it's been an interesting ride in the last 6 games, which the two programs have split. Apart from last season's win for Neshoba Central, the other 2 wins in the last season meetings were 3 and 8 points respectively. For Ridgeland, it's been blowout or bust. That's it. The Titans have won the last 3 meetings that they've split. 44-26 in 2017, and in 2015 they win 48-28, and in 2013 37-13. So for Ridgeland, if they win against Neshoba Central here in the last 6 meetings, it's all blowout. As back deep to return this kick for Neshoba Central, looks like that's number 27, Jarquez Hunter, as well as number 10, Ty Matthews in the return formation. Glad that you're with us here tonight, as it's going to be Arturo Rivera, the 5'8", 155-pound junior, that's going to do the kickoff duties here for the Titans. Finally ready for football here tonight. Glad that you're with us just a few minutes past 7 o'clock, as we've got a Key Region 258 tilt for you. Glad you're watching on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SpiritMediaNet.com. Here's a little sky kick that's going to bounce and be taken by one of the upbacks for Neshoba Central, and advancing up near the 35-yard line. On the return is Kelby Holmes, the sophomore running back and inside linebacker. So Ridgeland goes with a sky kick there. A little interesting there. Maybe trying to catch the Rockets maybe off guard a little bit.
Well, and, Holmes got the ball and ran it for a few yards. Back in the day, they were telling us fall on it. Don't go anywhere. You reduce the risk of fumbling. But he got it and grabbed it and took it for a few yards. And here comes the offense.
So Ridgeland, they're going to line up in a 3-4 defense. You will see them bring Thornton and Chambers, the linebackers, down, as Anderson going to hand off and right up the gut. And still on his feet is Hunter, carrying folks with him, as he's inside Titan territory with the Mississippi Ag first down.
Yeah, here at the Mississippi Ag replay, you're going to see him go right up the gut and then kick it to the outside. He's got great blocking, and he keeps his legs moving and gets the first down.
Great camera work by Newman, by the way. I would dare to say that we have the best camera work. I'm just going to throw that out there. Roundhouse backfield here, shotgun formation for Anderson, the sophomore quarterback. Handoff to Hunter. Hunter moving the pile inside the 40, down to around the 37-yard line. And again, Hunter is showing that he could carry 2, 3, 4 defenders with him.
Driving the ball straight up the gut. Got a nice run there for 5 yards. Second down. See what they do next.
Second down and 6 for the Rockets, as Anderson in the shotgun formation once again. Ridgeland stacking the box here, normally in a 3-4. They hand off to Hunter, who busted open. Touchdown here. Check that. On the carry is going to be number 6, Austin Day, and he takes it the distance for the touchdown.
Here on the Mississippi Ag replay, you're going to see great blocking as they kick out the end, and he just goes right off the block, takes it to the house for the touchdown. Great run. As we predicted pregame, he's one of the three-headed monsters here.
Unbelievable. 37-yard touchdown run, and the Rockets soaring here early. And in to attempt the extra point, Hunter Bavetta, the sophomore kicker for the Rockets. Neshoba Central off to a great start here. Snap down, hold down. Kick is up, and it's good. The visiting Rockets, they brought some folks with them here tonight. They're on top 7-0. As we take another look at the KDMC replay here, he just had all sorts of room off that left side. And what was interesting is Ridgeland, they stacked the box there. And give credit to this offensive line, Parkerson, Thomas, Bird, Moran, and the other brother Parkinson at right tackle. And the tight end, you love the tight end, Robbie Ellis. Great job of blocking. And we talked about the three-headed monster, Day, Hunter, and Mathis. Day gets his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season.
We also talked about how they're mainly a rushing team, so it's no surprise that this is how they get their 281 yards per game rushing.
So the Rockets going to kick deep here. Actually going to be a sky kick. Both teams trying to do this here early. And the Rockets nearly come up with it, but it goes out of bounds. And the Titans will get it first offensively near their 34-yard line. So ironically, both teams.
He just about got that.
Yeah.
He just about caught it in midair.
That's pretty close. Unreal. So how about the Rockets off to a great start? And if you're the Titans, you want to see how your team answers here.
Absolutely. You know, you get popped in the jaw. Let's see how you respond. What's going to be the counteraction?
1st and 10 for the Titans. They've got trips to the near side, and Zy McDonald, junior quarterback's going to hand off. No, he's going to keep it, and now he's in trouble, and he's going to be tackled for a loss of 1 yard as he tried to pull up. Looks like he wanted to throw near side, but had no one to throw to, and he's going to lose a yard on the play.
Yeah, the pocket just collapsed around him. He just didn't have enough time to complete that play. Neshoba Central did a great job defending.
We've got an official's timeout. Looks like big number 53, Okoye Rushing, is going to have to check out for a moment. Replacing him is number 52, Caleb Jenkins, the sophomore. So for some reason, Okoye has to come out for a moment.
Yeah,
hope he's okay.
We're going to be talking about a lot of young players on both sides of the ball tonight.
McDonald back to pass, quick pass near side, caught, and a minimal gain, squirting out near the 38-yard line. On the reception, looks like that's Chambers on the catch, and it is. Minimal gain. It'll be 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Titans, and they are quickly to the line with twins to the left and to the right. Pistol formation for McDonald, and now a flag comes in far side. Offside against the Rockets, so the Titans will pick up an easy 5 yards here.
Yeah, that was a great slant pass that they ran, and the timing was perfect for a few-yard gain there. You got just a couple of yards. Just run the ball right in the middle, get the 1st down, and keep trucking.
3rd down and about 2, as McDonald's going to send twins to the left and to the right. Shotgun formation, going to hand off to the running back with a 1st down, and boy, he nearly broke it. Markel Young with his first carry of the night, and it results in a Mississippi Ag 1st down.
This Mississippi Ag replay, you got it right up the middle as we talked about. He almost broke it.
Got him by the fingertips. Well, I hope somebody didn't fall upstairs. Goodness. Heard some commotion on top of the press box here. So 1st and 10, just shy of midfield for the Titans. Here's Young on the handoff again, as he'll be tackled inside Rockets territory. Coming up to make the tackle, left defensive end Ray Gibson, 45th tackle of the season.
3 yards in a cloud of dust. I like it. It's old school football.
Going to see both teams run the football quite a bit tonight. You expect that. Shotgun for McDonald. He's back to pass. Pressure in his face. Lets it go deep. Has a man, and he has to hold up. He was open for a moment there, and the intended receiver was Richard Mays. He had the defenders beat and had to wait up for the pass there. Incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a beautiful pass. Right on target. Just a hair behind him. I thought they were going to call pass interference on
Really?
that. I think he got there a little too soon. Yeah, but the back judge was right there and right in front of him. So, but it was a beautiful pass. We're going to see more of that tonight, I believe.
So 3rd down and 7 for the Titans, just inside Rocket territory. Slant pass caught, off to the races. Does he have enough speed, enough space to get there? Down at the 1-yard line. On the reception is number 12, J.D. Wilkerson, the senior wide receiver, 19th catch of the season, as we look at the KDMC replay.
You see that slant work again from the opposite field, and he just didn't have enough space. But it was a great catch, a great pass as well.
And a touchdown-saving tackle by Day as they hand off to Young here. And they say no, he's going to be tackled just short of the goal line. So the Titans quickly to the line here.
I'm really impressed by Zy McDonald's vision.
Hand off to Young, who plunges in the end zone. Touchdown Titans, and Ridgeland has answered, and that's what you want to see if you're Coach White. Hey, you give up the long touchdown run, you want to answer.
And it just shows what a game this is going to be tonight. It's going to be a back-and-forth game, I do believe.
Arturo Rivera. It's been one of my favorite names to say so far this season, by the way.
A left-footed kicker.
Yeah.
You don't see that often.
He'll attempt the extra point, but it looks like we're going to have encroachment by Neshoba Central, and we will. So that'll move it up a couple of chain links, and they'll attempt the extra point after they move the football just a little closer to the goal line. So the Titans answer, trying to tie this one up. The extra point is up, and it is good. We're all knotted up at 7 apiece. 7:55 to go here in this first quarter of play. Ridgeland and Neshoba Central knotted up at 7 apiece. We're back in 30 seconds on the Spirit Media Network.
The Mississippi National Credentialing Initiative, or MNCE, is a collaboration between the Mississippi Community College Board and the 15 Mississippi community colleges. The MNCE provides opportunities for students enrolled in credited career and technical education programs to receive national certifications. The premise of the MNCE is to connect education and industry for an improved Mississippi workforce. Students with national certifications often earn more than their counterparts without a certification. Visit mccb.edu for more information regarding the MNCE and career and technical education programs that lead to national certifications.
Back with you here at Titan Stadium, 7 apiece. Neshoba Central and Ridgeland. Neshoba Central scoring on their opening possession. Ridgeland says, we'll answer. We're all tied up at 7 apiece, and now the Titans will kick deep to the Rockets. Glad that you're watching tonight on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube Live, and SpiritMediaNet.com. Here's another sky kick taken by one of the upbacks for the Rockets, and a nice return on as he'll dive out near the 40-yard line. Once again on the return for the Rockets is Kelby Holmes. That's the second return he's had tonight.
That time he got 10 yards, 10, 15 yards. Hey, I'm not going to argue with that.
So it's interesting. We thought we'd see a great deal of Jarquez Hunter, and we did the first few plays of the last possession, but it was Austin Day that ripped off the touchdown run, and now we're going to have a penalty against the Titans as they'll jump offside here, and that'll cost Coach White's crew 5 yards. Still drizzling a bit here. The rain has kind of picked up a little bit now that we've started here in this first quarter. It's picked up a bit. We see it out in the distance. Yeah, we're watching the puddle here on the track, kind of keeping track of it. Hand off here to Hunter. Hunter pushing the legs, and he's got the Mississippi Ag first down to the Neshoba Central the Titan 49-yard line. It's got to be tough for this Titan defense. You've got a three-headed monster you're trying to defend. You got to deal with Hunter. You got to deal with Day. You got to deal with Mathis.
Just coming from all directions. Be interested to see how they adjust as the game goes on.
Here's a handoff right side, one of the three-headed monsters we talked about. And I want to say that was Mathis, and it was. Mathis to the 45. We'll call it a gain of 4. Second down and 6 coming up for the Rockets.
The Titan defense has had a great season with 15 tackles for a loss, so it may just take a quarter or so for them to make some adjustments, and it's still a long game ahead.
Anderson, your quarterback, going to hand to Hunter right side. Hunter seeking that Mississippi Ag first down. He's going to be right at the sticks, and it looks like he needed just inside the 40 for that Mississippi Ag first down. It's going to be third down and basically half a yard coming up for the Rockets.
Here on your Mississippi Ag replay, you're going to see great blocking, following his blockers, doing exactly what he's supposed to do, and he just came up just a little shy.
So third down and a foot. They're going to hand off to Hunter. He's got the first down easily right side and still carrying folks with him as he's inside the 30-yard line. And Hunter, all that he's been advertised and more, carrying the bulk of the load so far here in this first quarter.
He just about broke through there, as you see here on the Mississippi Ag replay. Again, he's done a great job at following his blockers and just almost broke free.
Wilkerson saved the touchdown from his inside linebacker position. First and 10, just shy of the 25-yard line. Anderson with a roundhouse backfield. Hands off, coming left. One man to beat. Will he get the corner for the second time? He will. Touchdown, number 6, Austin Day. His second rushing touchdown of the first quarter. And we look at the KDMC replay, Jeff, all pasture on that left side.
He just has great vision, you know. It's remarkable. He's a great running back. He's going to have a great future.
Give credit to this offensive line. We talked about it, that first possession is now the extra point is up, and it is good. 14-7 Rockets over the Titans here in this first quarter of play. We're back in 30 seconds on the Spirit Media Network.
A smile is one of the first things most people notice. And for over a decade, Germany Dental has helped change smiles for thousands of people across Mississippi.
I was so embarrassed about my teeth that I never smiled. But now that I have dental implants and cosmetic veneers from Germany Dental, I can't stop smiling. My decision to see Dr. Germany literally changed my life.
Germany Dental, changing lives, one smile at a time. Call 601-825-4746 today.
I'm happy to call it KDMC.
And we welcome you back. 14-7 Neshoba Central on top of Ridgeland. How about the Rockets? I mean, right out of the gate here in this first quarter, 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, as now the kick is going to be taken by the Titans. One of the up backs who breaks a tackle, now has some pasture, tries to break a tackle for the second time, can't do it, out to the 35-yard line, and that's where the Titans will take over. But give credit to this Rockets offense as we look at the replay.
Yeah, the KDMC replay, you're going to see the missed tackle right there. It's like you ran into a brick wall.
Devin Chambers on the return, and we've got a timeout on the field. Nope. Thought I saw an official say timeout. The Titan offense just meeting with their coach, or did they take a timeout?
I don't know, but the clock's not running. I don't know what that was.
Rain slowing everybody down,
yeah,
right?
But here we go.
All right, so here comes McDonald and crew. McDonald, your quarterback, trips to the near side. Looks at that 3-man front. They move a linebacker up. McDonald back to pass. Pressure comes. Happy feet. He gets away. Now going to take off to his left and just going to scoot out of bounds right at the 40-yard line, as he'll have a gain of 5 yards. Bring up second down and 5 as the wind just blew up in a door here at Titan Stadium. You heard that commotion in the backfield. Or in the background, not the backfield. Goodness. That got our attention, didn't it?
Definitely. Wake up.
Second and 5 for the Titans now as McDonald back to pass. Quick pass here near side of Chambers. Chambers has the Mississippi Ag first down across the 45 out to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, on this KDMC replay, you're going to see McDonald throw the slant again. You know, I want to comment on that before we were interrupted by the
by the wind.
By the wind. What quick feet he had. You know, going up into the pocket, coming out of the pocket, taking it outside, and still getting 5 yards. Very impressive run.
So McDonald has been accurate on his passes for the most part. We didn't expect to see either team pass the ball all that much in this ball game, as the handoff goes to Young, and Young is going to plunge forward to the 45 in the Neshoba Central territory, but a flag comes in at the end of the play. As we look at the KDMC replay, I don't know, did they call holding?
They called holding, but I didn't see it even on the KDMC replay.
No, didn't see it.
Sometimes that's how it happens.
Well, really our first penalty of the night, and now the umpire is talking to the center there. Just got a hold of Okoye rushing and said, you can't do this and you can do that.
I like that. I like that. That's reminiscent of Pee Wee ball where the umpires are teaching the kids how to do stuff, and I like seeing that.
Not too shabby.
No.
So moments ago, it was going to be 2nd and 5. Now you're looking at 1st and 18 for the Titans. Man in motion is Chambers. Back to pass is McDonald. Pump fake one way, comes back to Young near side, and Young going to run out of bounds right at the midfield stripe. He'll pick up a lot of that lost yardage back They'll set up the Titans in a second down situation now.
What would you call that, Jason? Would you call that a naked screen?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I like
kind
that.
of a misdirection.
It was a beautiful play design. As McDonald back to pass, pressure in his face. He's going to take off. Pump fakes like he's going to throw. Still on his feet. Beautiful play there by McDonald, and then he's pushed out of bounds. No flag. Titan fans wanted a flag, but McDonald going to pick up the Mississippi Ag first down. And it was beautiful what he did there. He kind of pump faked like he was going to pass, pulled the linebacker in, and got the first down as you look at the KDMC replay here.
It's great effort, tremendous effort to gain yardage where there is none. And I honestly thought, it's obvious he was going outside, out of bounds, and I think that was a late hit that was missed. But
back to live action here. Quick throw far side. Complete to Chambers and a minimal gain. They say no gain. Second down and 10 now for the Titans. 14-7 Neshoba Central on top here in this first quarter. The rain has cooperated for the most part here in live action as the handoff goes to Young, and he is met in the hole and then pushed back. Give credit here to that nose guard, Nick McClendon, the senior, 35 tackles coming in as he met Young in the hole there and pushed him back. Third down and 11 coming up, and we've got a timeout on the field. The Titans want to talk about it. 14-7 Neshoba Central on top. We're going to keep it here. We need to roll it to break. Logan says doesn't matter. You want to keep it here?
Let's keep it here.
Let's keep it here.
I was going to comment, we talked about the Titan defense and their 15 tackles for a loss, but then Neshoba Central Rockets, they've got 28 tackles for a loss on the season so far. So it's no surprise that the defenses are stepping up their game on both sides of the ball.
Are you surprised the ease in which Neshoba Central has scored on their first two offensive possessions? Because this is a Titan defense. They run a 3-4 as well. They have speed at the linebacker position and in their secondary. But the Rockets' offense, the offensive line has done a tremendous job. You got two big touchdown runs by day here in this first quarter. I mean, they're 2 for 2 on the first two possessions.
Yeah, and this is the second possession for the Titans, so they may go 2 for 2 as well. I mean, it's just an evenly matched game. But it's an offensive game so far.
So far, yeah.
So far.
Who'd have thunk it with all the rain that we saw before the game, the rain that we could see during the game, and after, as McDonald rolls right in, it's in and out of the hands, juggled and popped up in the air of his intended receiver. Tried to hit number 12, Wilkerson, who made a big catch on the first possession. Can't hang on to it here, and it's fourth down, and a decision here for Coach White.
Yeah, I think you need to stick with it. I think, the way your defense has been playing.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If you give it up to him here, it's near the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
It's a pretty bold gamble. Let's see if it pays off.
McDonald back to pass. Got a man, double coverage, and it's incomplete as he was trying to hook up here on the near side to Richard Mays. All 6'2" of that frame couldn't catch up with that one as you look at the KDMC replay.
Yeah, it was an on-target pass, but it was into double coverage. It was a little bit high. But, it's a gamble that you win and you lose. But it's early in the game, so Neshoba Central is going to get some good field position. Sorry. Let's see if they take advantage of the turnover on downs.
So at the 41-yard line, their own 41, the Rockets take over, and here goes Jarquez Hunter. They're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Rockets.
Here on KDMC replay, you're going to see him follow his blockers like he's supposed to do. He's executing, as we talked about, with the focus and the keys of the game, and he takes it to the house. What a great run.
19th rushing touchdown of the season for the junior Jarquez Hunter, who has offers from Ole Miss, Tennessee, among others. And he showed you why there, over 1,200 yards rushing coming into the season. He adds to the total there with a 59-yard touchdown run. Can we take another look at the KDMC replay here? Give credit to this offensive line off that right side.
The whole team is really executing and coming together with their blocking and what a great play call, taking advantage of that field position that we were talking about.
And we had just talked about that, about how, hey, if you go for it, that's the thing. If you go for it and you turn it over on downs, you're giving it back to this Rockets offense that's been 2 for 2 with 2 long touchdown runs. So here's the thing. Austin Day, he has 2 touchdown runs here in this first quarter, and now they get Jarquez Hunter untracked. If you're Coach White, what are you telling your defense right now, the Titan defense?
Need you guys to step it up. Need you guys to execute.
Here's a sky kick once again, taken by one of the up backs for the Titans, trying to get a hole here near side, spinning to the 40. And great field position as Caleb Canada going to take the return and bring it up to the 40-yard line. So the Titans have great field position to start this drive, and we'll see what Coach White comes up with here with his team now trailing 21-7.
I tell you, I bet Coach White doesn't make that call again.
No. And here's the thing, you know from doing the games this year, I enjoy seeing a coach be aggressive.
Yes.
I enjoy it. You know, I'm always going to err on the side of going for it. Maybe that's why I'm up here. But that one just came back to bite the Titans, and now can they answer as McDonald hands off to Young going left side. They're going to gain 5 yards. We'll call it 2nd down and 5 for the Titans.
Now, you see, you've got the Titans have the weapons to respond and to have a great run for a touchdown. McDonald's got quick feet. He's got a great arm. You know, they're not out of this yet.
McDonald in the shotgun again. He's going to send Chambers in motion and then hand off to Chambers going left side. He's got the Mississippi Ag first down the far sideline. Still on his feet and finally going to jump out of bounds as he gets inside the 40-yard line in Neshoba Central territory. So the bag of tricks here for Coach White as we look at the KDMC replay.
Yeah, he bounced it on out to the outside. Follow your blockers. It kind of falls apart, but he takes it, makes a great run, gets the first down, and keeps on trucking. Now, something else I want to add, Jason, is that the score is 21-7, but that's not an accurate reflection of this game. This game's been very back and forth.
Man in motion again is Chambers. Pass here near side is almost intercepted and dropped. Intended receiver was Mays, and goodness gracious, Austin Day almost made yet another big play there.
I think Mays ran the wrong route or McDonald threw the wrong pass, but there was definitely a miscommunication there. And then the defender said, wait, what is – oh, here in the KDMC replay, you're going to see the defender – not expecting that ball and just dropped it. He's wanting that one back.
Well, Day's already got 2 touchdown runs here in this first quarter. He makes that play. Goodness gracious. Here's a handoff to Young going left side. He spins close to the 35-yard line. We'll give him the 35, a gain of 4. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6, and a lot of football left as we're late in this first quarter, but you have a feeling this drive is critical for Ridgeland.
It's crucial. It's crucial. They've got to capitalize on this good field position as they're approaching the red zone.
McDonald back to pass, throws, and it's too tall for his intended receiver on the far side. Tried to hit Yam Banks, and all 6'1" of them couldn't climb the ladder to pull that one down. So it's 4th and 6, and we're close to that same field position we were last time when Coach White rolled the dice and went for it. Looks like he's going to roll the dice again.
I tell you, I've been very impressed by the secondary on Neshoba Central's. They've just been following their assignments perfectly and deflecting these passes, and very impressive.
Titans 0 for 1 on 4th downs just moments ago as they're going to go for it here. And it's going to be the pass, and it's got a lot of pasture. No one in front of him. Touchdown, Titans. Yam Banks. His 5th receiving touchdown of the season on 4th down and 6.
Check out this KDMC replay. You're going to see this kind of a reverse wide receiver screen as he takes it up the sidelines for the touchdown. What a great play call on 4th down. Now that's the great reward for the gamble that you take.
Titans trying to draw within 1 touchdown if they can notch this extra point up and good. And it is up, and it is good. 21-14. Who would have thunk it? 35 points in the first quarter here on a wet track here at Titan Stadium. We're back in 30 seconds on the Spirit Media Network.
Like hunting or fishing, Van Sporting Goods is a tradition that's been passed down through the generations. Since 1992, Mississippi's hunters have come to Vans to gear up for their favorite seasons. And this season is no different. You can't miss with the Loophole Optics. And find the perfect fit for the largest gun selection in Mississippi, featuring Browning, Benelli, Winchester, and more, plus accessories that take your outings to the next level. Van Sporting Goods, a name you know as well as your own.
We welcome you back as the Titans 21-14 now. They go for it on 4th and 6, and here's another look. The KDMC replay. Yam Banks, quick pass, and I don't think the Rockets expected them to come that side at all. He had nothing but pasture in front of him.
Agreed. You combine that with a well-executed pass and catch, and you rewarded with that touchdown. Folks, don't go anywhere. This is a great game.
And here's another sky kick, and it was taken by one of the upbacks. It landed between a couple of the special teamers for the Rockets, and they were able to get back on it pretty quick. And it's near the 40-yard line, right at the 40. And that's where the Rockets will take over, 1st and 10.
The thing about those sky kicks, Jason, is that you've got to know your kicker's going to do it and send your hands team in to get that. Otherwise, that's a gamble, an unnecessary gamble.
Titans have played a 3-4 much of the night. Now they go with, looks like 4 down defensive linemen. The handoff far side with a lot of pasture again. Here's Ty Mathis. Finally pushed out of bounds inside the KDMC red zone.
Watch this blocking by the offensive line. It's just perfectly executed as he runs straight through the alley. Kicks it outside to the sideline, turns it upfield for the big gain.
Mathis came in with 499 yards, needed just a yard to get to the 500-yard mark. Well over that now as they spotted at the 19-yard line inside the KDMC red zone. And the Rockets looking to make it 4 for 4 on possessions as they hand off to Jarquez Hunter, still taking folks with him. And a flag comes in at the end of the play as he gets to the 15-yard line. And maybe a face mask? Look at the KDMC replay here, Jeff.
I'm thinking face mask as well. Nope. What are they going to call?
Looks like they called a hold against the Rockets. Yeah, it kind of looked like a face mask at first because of how he went down.
Yeah. You know, what's interesting, they're running 2 tight ends. You don't see that a lot these days. And a lot of advantages you have out of 2 tight ends. It's a lot of misdirection opportunities that you can use out of that set.
So going to be 1st down and right at 15. It looks closer to 16, but we'll say 15. Shotgun once again for your quarterback, Anderson, the sophomore. Hands off, looks like that's to Mathis going right side. And a minimal gain as he'll get from the 25 down to the 21, a gain of 4. Going to bring up 2nd down and long.
Yeah, the KDMC replay, we got it. There we go. One thing I noticed, that's the play that's worked for them, and looks like the Titan defense is kind of catching on a little bit.
So 2nd down, 13 coming up for the Rockets. They've scored on every offensive possession as we're in the final minute here of this first quarter. Handoff coming near side. Looks like that's Day. And he spins down to the 16-yard line. And he'll put the Rockets in a 3rd down and manageable 3rd down position here.
They're still in good field position.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to see the Titan defense step up and contain the outside, and he just had nowhere to go.
Give credit there, coming up to make the tackle, number 19, the outside linebacker, Christian Thornton. And that's going to be the final play, it looks like, of the first quarter, as the Rockets have said, nope, we're going to hold this over till the 2nd quarter before we run this 3rd and 7. We have played 1 quarter here on a wet track tonight, but the points have not suffered one bit here in this first quarter. 21-14, Neshoba Central on top of Ridgeland. We're back in 60 seconds right here on the Spirit Media Network.
Family owned and operated since 1986, Lakeside Molding has become the trusted source of architectural products throughout the South. They offer fine interior architectural moldings, custom millwork, and cabinet doors designed and handcrafted in Flowwood. Their showroom on Lakeland Drive is stocked with today's most sought-after interior details, including corbels, post, fireplace mantles, bath vanities, butcher block islands, mirrors, and much more. Tim Shoemaker and his staff work closely to meet client needs for new construction, restoration, and remodeling projects. Lakeside Molding, where details make the difference.
We're having a sale at Patty Peck on a brand new Honda Accord LX, and the Honda Pilot is oh so sweet, just $289 a month when you lease, and the value package is super hot. Make your way to Patty Peck and get a free car wash. Get a lifetime powertrain warranty with your new Honda purchase.
Break it down, Rita B.
I said P-A-T-T-Y, Patty Peck, Honda's #1. I said P-A-T-T-Y. Shop now at pattypeckhonda.com.
We welcome you back here to the second quarter as the Rockets on a 3rd down and 7 handoff to Hunter, and he's met in the backfield, and it looks like there's a fumble on the play. Did Hunter cough it up? And they say yes, the Titans have recovered, and that could be the big break the Titans were looking for defensively.
You'll see the 2 tight end set. He just ran into a wall of Titan defense and got hit hard. Coughing up the ball, unfortunately. Now let's see if the Titans can take advantage of this opportunity.
So the Titans will take over. Looks like they're going to spot it right at the 14-yard line in Titan territory. So here comes Zy McDonald, the nephew of Deuce McAllister, looking to get the Titans tied up in this one as it's 21-14 Rockets. Handoff over the 15 to the 16-yard line, and we've got a flag on the play.
Here on the KDMC replay, we're going to see, looks like a hold. Let's see what they call it.
Did they call a face mask? Yeah, Logan says face mask. And Logan's right. Attaboy. Face mask. So now it's going to be close to the 1st down. And it looks like the guilty party might have been, maybe, couldn't tell from here. Looks like that might have been McClendon.
Yet another opportunity to capitalize on. Let's see if they've got it.
So a 1st down and 2. Rare do you see that. As McDonald, shotgun, wants to throw long. Pump fake. Now he's got a man. Drops it in the breadbasket of his intended receiver. And coming up with the catch, it looks like that's number 5. Looks like that's Banks. Yam Banks comes up with it. He's grabbed behind the jersey. Looks like they might get a horse collar on top of it as you look at the KDMC replay.
That pump fake was perfect. It allowed him the time to throw it downfield, and it was right on target. I think you're right. There's going to be a horse collar, but also maybe a sideline warning.
Yeah, horse collar against the Rockets. So the play that results inside the 30-yard line going to move even closer now after they mark off the 15-yard penalty.
We talked about, taking advantage of these opportunities, and now they're in the red zone, and we're going to see if they capitalize and close the deal.
Inside the KDMC red zone are the Titans. Man in motion is Chambers. They're going to hand off to Young on the inside, or actually kind of a pitch to Young as he'll get inside the 15 down to about the 13-yard line. Minimal gain. It'll be 2nd down coming up for the Titans. Well, they wanted a break defensively. They needed to slow down Neshoba Central. Neshoba Central, they were 3 for 3 on possessions, and they were going in for another score, it looked like. Titans come up with a turnover, then hit the big play moments ago to Banks. And now here we are, 2nd down and 9 inside the 15. It's going to be the snap to McDonald. Stutter step. McDonald still on his feet, and he's close to the 5-yard line. How in the world did he stay on his feet?
Jason, it's in his genes. That's a great run. As you see, he just keeps his legs moving, and what vision he had as he got through, bobbing and weaving through the defenders.
3rd down and 2 for the Titans just outside the 5. They've got to get right at the 4 for the first down. McDonald, your quarterback, is going to send Chambers in motion. It's going to be the end around to Chambers, and it's blown up in the backfield. Getting there first is Jid Easley, the junior outside linebacker, comes up to make the tackle. And also on the tackle was Maxton Woodward. They just blew that play up. It'll be 4th down now and a decision by the Titans. We've got a timeout on the field as well. The Titans want to talk about it here on a 4th down coming up. And we will keep it here, 21-14, as we're just outside of 10 minutes, just inside 10 minutes to go here in this first half of play. All right, so far, 35 points in the first quarter, and we could be having more points added here in just a moment. Who'd have thunk it? We were talking about it during the commercial break. Who'd have thunk it to have 35 points between the teams on a wet field?
Yeah, we talked about both teams being strong offensively. I did not expect 35 points in the first quarter, but, it's really going to – I think it's starting to look like it's going to come down to which defense is going to step up. And Neshoba Central just did that with Woodward out there on defensive end, just totally closing down the outside lane there.
So the Titans have gone for it on 4th down twice already. They're 1 for 2 with a touchdown, and it looks like they're going to go for it on 3rd down or 4th down once again. They scored on 4th and 6 the last time they went for it on 4th down. This is 4th and 5. Out of the backfield is Young. McDonald going to take the snap, and he is not going to get the first down, as he's going to be spun down. On the tackle is Kelby Holmes, the sophomore middle linebacker. Looks like a delayed quarterback draw there as we look at the KDMC replay.
Yeah, McDonald tried to bob and weave like he's been doing, and it just didn't play out for him then.
So now the Rockets going to take over inside their own 10-yard line. They'll spot it right at the 8. So the Rockets maintaining that 7-point lead. And moments ago, they were going in for yet another touchdown, it appeared. And the fumble occurred, and the Titans can't capitalize. As here's the handoff to Day going left side. Day squeaks out maybe a yard. Titans thought that they had a fumble recovery, but the line judge on the far side emphatically says, nope, he's down.
Of note here, Jason, when they come back up to the line, I'm sure they're going to be in the same set that they've been running. This 2 tight end set makes it look like they've got 20 people on the offensive line. Playing short gaps in between. Look,
it's a crowded set.
It's a crowded
They make
set.
it work, though.
Yeah, they do.
Handoff coming right side, and that Titan defense stiffens. Is getting to the 10 and then slung back is Jarquez Hunter. And he didn't like the extra activity there. 3rd down and long coming up for the Rockets. So if you're the Titans and you can get a stop here, as we're inside 9 minutes and counting here in the second quarter, you should get pretty reasonable field position if you can come up with a stop here.
Absolutely. They just need to step it up this one play.
Anderson, your quarterback. He's joined in the backfield by 3 running backs, the 3-headed monster. Here's a handoff to Jarquez Hunter. The Mississippi Ag first down. How in the world he squeezed through all of those defenders as we look at the KDMC replay?
Well, watch, Jason. You're just going to see him keep moving his legs. The offensive line did a great job executing their blocks, and he just kept driving through for the first down.
You mentioned his vision. His vision, the vision of Austin Day and Mathis, all 3 of these running backs have showed impressive vision when running the football.
Well, it's easy to do when you've got a great offensive line making their blocks.
There's handoff right side. Looks like that's Hunter once again. And he's got close to 3, maybe 4 yards. 2nd down coming up for the Rockets. This has been impressive. You know, we talked about the Rockets and how much they love to run the football. They average 281 yards per game rushing, only 81 passing. They're not going to throw a whole lot, and why should they? You see why so far here tonight. On a second down, Anderson going to hand off to Hunter going left side, but a flag comes in, going to stop this play.
Something else we talked about pregame, Jason, is this offensive line. You know, they look to be averaging about 270, 280 pounds across the board. And it's hard not to have a good rushing game when you've got that kind of offensive line.
False start against the Rockets. And that'll back Neshoba Central up. It'll be second down 11 coming up for Neshoba Central. Clock rolling here in this quarter as we inch towards 7 minutes here in this first half. Neshoba Central, the visiting team, on top 21-14 over the 7-1 Ridgeland Titans. And off left side to Hunter, and he's tackled. Great tackle there as he goes left side, gets to the 25-yard line, coming up to make the stop for the Titans there. Looks like that was Thornton on the tackle, combining there with Banks. It'll be third down and 9 coming up for Neshoba Central.
Janata Bird's been having a good game too. And, you know,
Yeah,
he comes in with 23 tackles and even a sack. So just they've got talent on their defense.
Anderson going to hand right side to Hunter, who has a Mississippi Ag first down once again. And again on third down, the Rockets come through. Then they turn to the junior running back, Hunter.
Watch the burst that he has as he gets past the offensive line on the KDMC replay here. He just right there, just boom, just bursts through the offensive line. It's very impressive to see that burst of speed.
It has been impressive tonight to see how well this offensive line, how well they block. They use the tight end quite a bit as well, as Ellis is the tight end to the right side. Handoff again to Hunter. Lowers his head, carrying folks with him to the Titan 49-yard line. And another Mississippi Ag first down.
Here on the KDMC replay, you're going to see him drive through those blocks, making the extra yardage after contact. That's the other impressive thing about him. He just does not stop. He's not going to let anything stop him.
The Titans have asked for and received a timeout. I believe that's their second of the half. And so we will take it with them. 5:49 remaining here in the first half. 21-14 to Neshoba Central on top of Ridgeland. We're back in half a minute here on the Spirit Media Network.
Your man cave is a lie. It's not a masculine refuge. It's a basement in your wife's house. Caves don't have frilly craft store signs. Yell about it. In your man cave, no one can hear you scream. Wake up! Head upstairs and get to B-dubs, where the kegerators are just called taps, the wall color is TVs, and the wings taste like freedom. Also, your friends actually like coming here. Buffalo Wild Wings. Roar!
Back with you here at Titan Stadium. Jason Scarborough, Jeff Eade, Logan Campbell, and Don Newman Kazari up top. As we check our weather reference on the track here, we don't see it puddling up. So no rain right now, so Newman is okay for the moment. He came prepared tonight, though, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Full Saints attire and all.
We do see some umbrellas out, and we don't really see any rain right now. But right now, the yards are raining for the Rockets. I mean, the Neshoba Central offense is just humming along like a well-oiled machine, and the Titans just can't stop it right now. Here's a handoff today, and looks like we're going to have a flag that's going to stop everything, and we will. It'll be false start against Neshoba Central.
You know, being in that situation, it's a very easy thing to do. When you've got the momentum and things are going and you get the play and you keep running, it's very easy to jump off sides. People get so mad when they see people jump off sides, and there's legitimacy to that in certain aspects of the game, certain timing of the game when somebody jumps off sides. There's lack of focus. But when you're in the groove and you've got the momentum, you just want to make the next play. You want to make the next play.
So 1st and 15 now as they'll back it up to the 46 of Neshoba Central. Anderson turns, hands to Hunter. How many times have we said that tonight? And Hunter responds with a gain of 6. Out to the 49 of Ridgeland. They'll spot it down at the 48. So we'll call it second down and 9 coming up for the Rockets. I mean, they have run off the right side, I would say 75% of the time.
I'd agree with that.
Is that right?
Yep. But just to mix it up a little bit, they'll run it to the left side of the line too.
Looks like they're running off the backside of Bryce Parkerson, the senior, 6'4", 315, the right tackle. They run right once again. Hunter hurdles a would-be defender or would-be tackler inside the 45 to the 44. It'll be third down and short coming up here for the Rockets.
You know, we've got to give props to the offensive line coaches. They've done an excellent job preparing this offensive line. You know, it's one thing to have a big offensive line, but it's another one to have a big offensive line execute like these guys are.
So third down and 5, just inside the 45-yard line. Once again, Anderson joined in the backfield by 3 of his teammates. Handoff to Hunter, left side, lowers his head. Mississippi Ag first down and more. But hold everything. We've got another hanky on the field.
What's your call now, Logan? What you got? You got holding?
He's got nothing. Looks like we got holding, yep. Dare I say, the only thing that's really stopped Neshoba Central tonight is Neshoba Central.
I agree.
The fumble moments ago, or I say moments ago, probably about 10 minutes real time. And the penalties, they'll get a first down, and then they'll back up 5 yards. Then they'll get another first down, and then they'll back up 10 yards. So you have a first down there to move the chains. The hold brings it back, and we're back at third down and 5 now.
We talked about minimizing the errors.
Yeah.
And they're not. So that's going to be interesting to see second half if they make that adjustment. I'm sure the coaches will have a few words about that.
4:24 here in this second quarter. Third down and 7 now. They move the chains over as they hand off to Hunter. Lowers his head. Still carrying folks with him. And another Mississippi Ag first down. And another flag comes in.
I think we may have another hold here. It's saying it looks like the same exact play, identical play.
But it's coming from the back judge. Personal foul, face mask.
There
okay.
we go.
But even that penalty, the back judge, how in the world? Come on.
But he did a great job running, again, the same play. Yards after contact. Outstanding effort.
So it results in a Mississippi Ag first down. It moves inside that KDMC red zone. Flags have been a topic of conversation, to say the very least, here on this Friday. You had half the high school football schedule last night being played because fear of rain that is not currently falling. And so the topic of conversation has been the flags, penalties in last night's ball games as the handoff goes to Hunter, who continues to move the pile. He's still carrying folks with him. Still carrying folks with him. Did they give him the touchdown? They did. Touchdown, Rockets.
Unbelievable effort. Let's see this KDMC replay. You'll watch him carry the majority of the Titan defense on his back for a good, solid 13 yards. He just never stopped. What an effort all the way. Keep going, rumbling, bumbling, tumbling. Touchdown to Neshoba Central.
Unbelievable. You got a flag on the play as well. Looks like that's unsportsmanlike conduct. I couldn't see who he called it on. Are you a little surprised that they let that play go on?
No, I'm
You're not surprised?
No.
I'm glad that they did.
I'm glad you brought that up. You know, give credit to, let's see, watch this on the replay here.
I'm glad that they let the play continue.
It's by the rule, forward momentum. He never stopped. His forward momentum never stopped. And kudos to the officiating crew for letting that continue. That's what they should have done.
So Hunter with his second touchdown of the night.
Going back to what you were talking about while we've got this break.
Well, they're talking to Coach, looks like they're talking to Coach Schooler on the far sideline.
The topic of the flags being thrown in excess is, you know, let the boys play. You know, I understand teaching them the rules and making them follow the rules. That's, you know, for safety amongst other reasons. But when it gets in excess, just ridiculous. I think there was a call Maybe the Brandon game, I think it was, that we were talking about, where the back judge threw a flag on a holding call on the offensive line. Yeah, that's just a little ridiculous. But, you know, they're learning too, and they have bad days just like we all do. But this last touchdown run was perfectly called. Let the momentum carry him on in.
Let him play.
Yep.
So it looked like there was an unsportsmanlike that's going to be on both teams, but it looked like he said one was going to be tacked on the kickoff, as Hunter Bavetta going to try to notch through the 28th point of the night for the visiting Rockets, and it's up and good. Neshoba Central 28, Ridgeland 14. As we take another look, that's going to be fun to put in the highlight reel at the end of the year. That's one of the most determined touchdown runs I think I've ever seen in high school football.
I agree with you, Jason.
Unbelievable run. Hunter, the junior running back, came in with close to 1,300 yards rushing and had 18 touchdowns. He's tacked on 2 tonight, so now with 20 touchdowns. This has been an impressive showing by this Rockets offense. And if you're the Titans, you're thinking, we've got to do something for the half here. 28-14. As the Rockets, looks like they're going to be kicking from their 25-yard line. So that penalty was against the Rockets. So now they'll kick deep here.
See if they do another sky kick, and if they do, will the Titans advance it?
Here's the kick from Neshoba Central. Going to carry and bounce out of bounds on the far side, so the Titans will get good field position here. Chris McDonald has made an appearance. I was like, who is that gentleman that just walked in? He had camo on, so I couldn't see him. Yeah. All right, so if you're Coach White, you're talking to your squad right now, you've got to be encouraged that you're still within 2 scores. I know that sounds crazy, but Neshoba Central has just lined up and said, we're going to run it right down your throat, and they've done that, but you're still not out of it. You can still strike here, bring it to within a 1-score game.
Absolutely. Encourage your boys and say, look, guys, the half's not over. We're still in this game. Get it together, focus, and execute.
So now it looks like we've got another penalty. The officials are getting together. Oh, flag after the play. Well, I know they had the flag for the kick going out of bounds, but that should be, I would think that should be a spot at the 35, but they're moving the football into Neshoba Central territory. The officials continue to meet. Coach Schooler, as you might expect, on the far side for Neshoba Central, not happy with what he's seen so far. Now the officials going to speak with each other. Please don't let this be Laurel and Hattiesburg all over again.
No, that was last week.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, last week. Got out of hand a little bit there for a little while. So did they call
illegal procedure?
Illegal procedure. So that was on the kickoff.
Right.
But then that means it would only be around the 35. But they're spotted at midfield. I guess they're saying it went out of bounds at the 35 and they tack on 15?
That adds up, so maybe.
I don't think kicking it out of bounds is a 15-yard penalty.
Well, let's see if they execute.
All right, so McDonald, after all that, takes the snap and hands off to Young, and he is met in the backfield by big number 53, Maxton Woodward. The right defensive end, the sophomore, all 6'2", 290 of them, comes up to make the play there.
Let's say that again. 6'2", 290 as a sophomore with 47 tackles coming into tonight. What an impressive young man.
You see the KDMC replay there. He got in the backfield in a hurry. Made that play, second down at 12 now. McDonald taps his helmet, now ready for the snap. He's back to pass, wants to throw long. Coming here near side, in and out of the hands of Yam Banks. Hit him right in the hands and incomplete. And when you look at the KDMC replay, I don't think McDonald could have done anything more except for run up to him and hand it to him.
I'd like to see him throw it a little bit lower and more zip on the ball. You know, he's kind of dangerous to lob it out there like that. He's just kind of asking for an interception.
I think that was intended to be maybe a back shoulder throw.
Yeah.
It was off a little bit. Here comes McDonald rolling right.
Go.
Zips it here near side, and it's complete and slung towards the 30-yard line. On the reception is J.D. Wilkerson. Had a big catch in the first quarter and comes up with a big catch here for the Mississippi Ag first down.
Here on the KDMC replay, you're going to see what we were just talking about, that zip straight through. Great reception. Yeah, he got slung down, but he got the yardage in the first down.
We've got a timeout on the field. And I tell you what, we'll take the timeout with them as it's 28-14. We're inside 3 minutes to go here in this first half of play. Neshoba Central on top, but Ridgeland threatening. We're back in 30 seconds on the Spirit Media Network.
You're more than a patient at KDMC. You're family, worthy of kindness, compassion, and respect. King's Daughters Medical Center, caring for our community like no one else can.
We welcome you back here. First down and 10 for Ridgeland, 28-14 to Neshoba Central. It's been impressive as you've had 2 touchdown runs by the junior star running back Jarquez Hunter and the senior Austin Day, 28-14. Neshoba Central, the running attack has been all as advertised. As you've got Zy McDonald, your quarterback. Quick pass here near side to Young out of the backfield. Young carrying folks with him inside the 25, close to the 23-yard line. He'll be near that Mississippi Ag first down.
As we can see on the KDMC replay, the swing pass coming off the left side was just a perfect play call, and great blocking by the receiver.
Handoff here to, I think that's Young, and he plunges inside that KDMC red zone. He's got the Mississippi Ag first down as we look at the KDMC replay here. Great blocking by the Titan offensive line here to get that first down.
Absolutely. Just perfect execution for the few yards they need. 3 yards in a cloud of dust. That's all they need. I know I said that before, but hey, it works.
Titans in desperate need of a touchdown to draw this thing to within a score. The handoff going right, the stretch play to Young, and he's slung down as he gets inside the 15, and a flag comes from the back judge again.
I want to see if we can pick it up on the KDMC replay here. Watch this. He hands it off, which is great, but what we're missing is he ran a bootleg.
It looks like they called Chambers with the hold.
Yeah.
As Chambers threw his hands up, and that's normally –
But what I wanted to note on that play is that that's a perfect setup to show that a bootleg would work.
Right.
We might see that later on in this game if the rain holds off long enough.
So first down and looks like close to 21 yards here. Back near the 29. McDonald, play action, rolls to his left. Pressure in his face, loses the football and picks it up. McDonald in trouble, now backpedals, throws downfield, has a man open, and it's incomplete as it'll be knocked away at the last moment by the defender there, Ty Matthews, the strong safety. You've got a flag down again as that might be the most exciting incompletion that we've seen.
Absolutely. On this KDMC replay, you're going to see the play is shot. He's done, but he's still going to make the effort to make the pass. It was on target. He just couldn't pull it in. We had just talked about that bootleg, and it almost worked.
I think they got ineligible downfield.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah. Now they're going to decline it. Say we're going to take the pin or take the play, the down. So it'll be, should be. Is it second down? Yeah. Okay. They say second down. They took the down. Wanted to make sure. Second and 21 now for the Titans. A minute 56 here in this first half. 28-14. Neshoba Central on top. Play clock down to 6 seconds. McDonald, looks like there's some confusion for the Titan offense. He's back to pass. Pressure coming. He gets away from it. Now steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to take off and run. A flag comes in as he's out of bounds inside the 25. As McDonald, you could tell he's frustrated. He kind of let up off the gas pedal there when he went out of bounds, and you can't blame him, as it looks like we're going to have a hold against the Titan offense.
Yeah, I think he wasn't getting the play called into. Uh-oh.
We got another flag that came in.
Unsportsmanlike.
Oh, goodness. They're going to get Coach White or one of the assistant coaches here for an unsportsmanlike on top of the holding call. Goodness.
Wow.
Huh. That's going to back it up all the way back to around the 47. It's going to be 2nd and 35. Nope, they're going to continue to mark it off.
Yeah, that was the hold, and here's the unsportsmanlike.
So they put the ball down at the Titan 40-yard line. The line to make is the 10. It's 2nd and 50. What do you have in the playbook here, Coach Eade?
Screen. They've had some success with the slant pass. I think I'd probably run that.
You rarely see a 2nd and 50.
No. But Zion McDonald's the quarterback to do it with his legs or his arm.
Fade pass possibly here to Yam Banks. McDonald, quick pass. Slant pass caught at the midfield stripe. Stiff arm and then met in the hole there. Out of all people by Jarquez Hunter, who makes the tackle at the 46 on the reception, was number 13 for the Titans, Richard Mays. As the clock continues to roll here, 1:17, as it'll be 3rd down and long now. Very long for this Titan offense. Clock is rolling. Titans down by 14. Trying to get a score before the half. Back to passes. McDonald, pressure coming. Rolls back to his left, now throws downfield, has a man caught at the 35, breaks the tackle to the 30, spins down at the 25-yard line. So the Titans got a chunk of that yardage back, but now it's going to be 4th down. Where do they spot it? At the 25. 4th down and about 15 for the first down. Titans out of timeouts here. Clock rolling with 36 seconds. McDonald to the line. He's back to pass. Pressure comes. McDonald rolls right, throws towards the end zone. The pass is caught for the Mississippi Ag first down.
What an unbelievable effort. What an unbelievable way to end the first half. 26 seconds left. They're doing the hurry-up offense. They got the first down. Let's see if they can close the deal before half.
We've got I believe they spiked the football there. Did Neshoba Central call a timeout? No, the Rockets called a timeout.
How proud is Coach White for his offense?
Oh, man.
What resilience.
Can we see the KDMC replay again on that last play? Because McDonald just pulled a rabbit out of his hat there.
It did. It looked like a busted play as he's escaped out to the right and sees his receiver right there at the sticks for the first down. Great heads-up play by Zion McDonald. I told you, don't count him out. Whether it's his legs or his arms, 15 passing TDs, remember.
Yeah.
13 rushing TDs. Don't ever count this kid out. Not to mention who he's related to. It's in his genes. It's in his blood.
Who's he related to?
Deuce McAllister. You know he's proud right now.
Hopefully Deuce is watching and able to take this one in. He hit Yam Banks, by the way, on the reception. As Banks dropped one earlier, comes up with a big catch there. And now it's 1st and goal for the Titans. They'll spot it right at, looks like about the 8-yard line, maybe the 7. So 23 seconds. The Titans are out of timeouts, I believe, according to what I've got here. So if you're Ridgeland, you gotta go towards the end zone. I mean, you've only got 7 yards to get, but you don't have time to take a sack. You can't ram it up the middle.
I tell you, I'd run another slant.
Oh, without a doubt. The slants.
It's been working for him all night.
It's been the bread and butter.
That's right.
McDonald takes a snap, rolls to his left, McDonald going to take off. McDonald towards the end zone. Touchdown. And he has a conversation with his counterpart here, Jarquez Hunter, as he lowered the head to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Zy McDonald. (28-21), extra point coming up here for Arturo Rivera to try to bring this to a one-score game. Low snap, kick is away, it is up, and it is good. A one-score game with 14 seconds to go in the half as we look at the KDMC replay.
Just the resilience of a busted play. Nothing's open, so he's just going to take it on his own shoulders and take it to the house.
How great is it that out of all the players he could have met there at the goal line, it was Jarquez Hunter who is the starting running back in the triple running back attack for the Rockets offense, and they meet there at the goal line and have a little conversation.
Talk about a head-to-head competition, huh?
Oh, man, got to love it. Hey, don't forget, coming up in the KDMC halftime report, we've got the let me get that out. The SEC update. Let's try that again.
Okay.
Jason Crowder does a good job with that. Appreciate all of you watching on Facebook and sticking with me through the inability to speak English there.
It's the rain.
It's kind of blame everything on the rain.
Blame it on the rain.
Blame everything on the rain.
Here we go.
Isn't that a Milli Vanilli song back in the
Yes.
day? Sky kick here taken by one of the upbacks for the Rockets, and now he's far side and with some speed and some pasture and out of bounds at the 41-yard line. On the return is Dagan Martin, and it was going to be a simple sky kick there. And Martin says, nope, I'm going to give us a shot here with just a few ticks here in this first half, and we've got an injured Titan, it looks like. That's number 7, Keyshawn Banks, starting linebacker for the Titans. Can't afford to lose him.
Let me ask you this. You've got 8 seconds left. You've been rushing the ball successfully, but you only have 8 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Do you pass the ball, or do you just take it into the house for halftime?
With 8 seconds, what do you got to lose?
That's what I say. In your head, I say pass it.
They're not going to expect you to pass.
Exactly. But I think we're going to see a run into the field house for halftime.
Hunter left side, spins out of one tackle, can't spin out of the rest of the Titans getting there. And that's how we'll go to the locker room. Nope, the officials say not yet. The officials are saying 2 seconds are on the clock.
Called timeout for the Rockets.
They pointed, to Neshoba Central and said that Neshoba Central got a timeout off before the clock ran out. I don't know about that. That was, they're saying 2 seconds on the clock. Let's look at the KDMC replay. All right, so it was 8 seconds. That'd be 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay.
Okay, so you got one play. Here we are again. Now, they've had a lot of success running to the right side of their offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Right behind the big guy, Bryce Parkinson.
Oh, man.
Yeah, senior, 6'4", 315. I say run it through there. I say give the ball to Hunter and see if he takes it to the house. If not, take it to the field house.
You're going full-on Friday Night Lights here. You realize that, the movie? Just going to ram it right down his throat when you don't expect it.
Yeah.
Remember that part of the movie?
Yeah, I do.
Great movie. Are you channeling your Billy Bob Thornton?
I am.
2nd and 7 after the timeout. 2 seconds left. He is going to pass. Has a man open and overshoots his intended receiver. They did throw a pass here, and it was intended for Austin Day, who was open, had separation, but that's how the half will finally come to an end. Well, if you had 49 points as what you would expect in this first half of play on a wet track tonight, first of all, you're lying.
Yeah.
So 49 points here at the intermission, 28-21 Neshoba Central on top. Let's talk about both sides of the football. What do you like, what you see out in Neshoba Central, and what have you liked from what you've seen from Ridgeland?
What I like about Neshoba Central is their execution, their offensive line, and their ability to block and execute their plays. What I don't like about Neshoba Central is that they keep kicking themselves. We talked about the keys of victory before the game. The execution's there. They're holding on to the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So those are two of the three variables we talked about. What they're not doing is minimizing the mental errors. So that's one thing I would address at halftime for Neshoba Central Rockets. Now, for the Titans, if I'm Coach White, I'm telling them, hey, guys, you need to step it up. You need to execute. They're not making as many errors, but they're not executing like they need to do. They're holding on to the ball, but they're not executing. Again, two of the three variables we discussed earlier. Focus is the key to the game. Who's going to focus more coming out in the second half? Who's going to make the adjustments that need to be made to be victorious at the end of this game?
Should be a fun second half. 28-21, Neshoba Central on top of Ridgeland, as we encourage you to stay tuned for the SEC update coming up at the KDMC halftime report. And we'll try to give you some scores at the end of the halftime report as well. 28-21 Neshoba Central on top of Ridgeland. Back in 2 minutes with the SEC update right here on the Spirit Media Network.
The Outdoorsman Tractor Package is here at Mississippi Ag. Choose a 3 Series John Deere tractor tailored to your horsepower needs and get all the attachments you require for the fall in one convenient package, including a loader, disc, and spreader starting at $315 a month. And as always, you get it all covered by our 10-year warranty. With 0% financing for 60 months, it's a deal that is sure to help you get your food plots ready for the season. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer expires 10/31/19.
Before digging in my yard, I always call 811 to have my utility lines marked, to avoid service interruptions or injury. As CenterPoint Energy says, it's better to call 811 now than 911 later. And if I suspect a gas leak, I leave the area immediately on foot and call CenterPoint Energy and 911 from a safe, remote location. Really?
CenterPoint Energy invests in its infrastructure to help keep you safe. CenterPoint Energy. Always there.
The Mississippi National Credentialing Initiative, or MNCI, is a collaboration between the Mississippi Community College Board and the 15 Mississippi Community Colleges. The MNCI provides opportunities for students enrolled in credited career and technical education programs to receive national certifications. The premise of the MNCI is to connect education and industry for an improved Mississippi workforce. Students with national certifications often earn more than their counterparts without a certification. Visit mccb.edu for more information regarding the MNCI and career and technical education programs that lead to national certifications.
Like hunting or fishing, Van Sporting Goods is a tradition that's been passed down through the generations. Since 1992, Mississippi's hunters have come to Vans to gear up for their favorite seasons. And this season is no different. You can't miss with the Loophole Optics. And find the perfect fit for the largest gun selection in Mississippi, featuring Browning, Benelli, Winchester, and more, plus accessories that take your outings to the next level. Van Sporting Goods, a name you know as well as your own.
I'm so sick of Bama. I hate Alabama so much. The dynasty is not over. Bama's dynasty has just begun. Roll Tide.
Josh Jacobs gets the handoff, goes left, comes right, gets outside. He's to the 5. He's going to go. Touchdown, Alabama. Sawyer drops. He's hit and he's sacked. Thunder, feel the thunder.
Explosive performance from Mississippi State.
Give to Williams, right side. Is he in? Touchdown, Travion Williams, his second of the game. Aggies take a 20-0 lead.
This is an SEC update, an inside look at Southeastern Conference football. Hello, everybody. God bless you, and thank you for tuning in. I'm Jason Crowder, your host. Kyle Trask threw for 3 of his career-high 4 touchdowns in the final period on Saturday to rally the number 9 Florida Gators to a 38-27 win at South Carolina.
The ball between the hash marks. The snap to Trask. Trask dropping back, looking to throw the ball. Down left side, got a receiver to catch, made by Copeland. He breaks a tackle. He takes it in. Touchdown. Oh, my.
voice of the Gators, Mick Hubert, with a call from Learfield IMG College. Bo Nix threw 3 touchdown passes, including 2 in the span of 22 seconds in the third quarter, as the Auburn Tigers routed Arkansas 51-10 in Fayetteville on Saturday.
Back to throw Nix. He throws to the end zone. Schwartz is open. He's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. Touchdown, Auburn. 28 yards. Bo Nix to Anthony Schwartz.
The voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, with a call from the Auburn Sports Network. Riley Neal came off the bench and threw a 21-yard touchdown pass to Cam Johnson with 8:57 left. And Vanderbilt upset number 22 Missouri 21-14 in Nashville on Saturday with a stifling defensive performance. Keyshawn Vaughn also had another good game running the football. He took a screen pass 61 yards for another score as Vanderbilt snapped a 3-game skid to Missouri after losing 5 of the previous 7 in the series.
Hassan takes the snap, trying to set up the screen. They've got it set up to Vaughn, left side 40-45, midfield 45-40. He might go 30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Commodores! Touchdown, Keyshawn Vaughn! 51 yards. Spectacular play call by Jerry Godowski.
The voice of the Commodores, Joe Fisher, with a call from Learfield IMG College. Joe Burrow threw for 327 yards and 4 touchdowns in Starkville to break the LSU season record with 29 in the number 2 LSU Tigers 36-13 victory over Mississippi State. DeAndre Swift's 39-yard touchdown run in the third quarter snapped a scoreless tie, and number 10 Georgia overcame a slow start in Athens to beat Kentucky 21-0 on Saturday night.
1st and 10 at the Cats 39. Swift with the ball, swings around wide right, spins away from a tackler at the 30. Still on his feet, 25-20, near sideline, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Finally! DeAndre Swift, 39 yards to the house.
The voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard, with a call from Learfield IMG College. Head coach Kirby Smart of the Georgia Bulldogs spoke with Network TV after the game on what turned around in the second half.
Getting some field position, rushing their punter. It's a special team game. It always is. So we got to do a good job of that and being able to affect their quarterback and being able to run the ball on offense.
Trailing 14-10 midway through the third quarter, Texas A&M's Justin Matabuke teamed up with Jaman Osman to force a fumble on a sack of Ole Miss quarterback John Rice Plumlee. Linebacker Buddy Johnson scooped the loose ball and returned it for a 62-yard touchdown. They gave the Aggies a 17-14 lead, and they never surrendered, beating Ole Miss 24-14.
Plumlee in the pocket. He is being chased. He ran right into Elijah Blades, and they lost the football. Aggies running the other way. He lost the football, racing all the way into the end zone. Aggies touchdown, Buddy Johnson.
Andrew Monaco with a call from Learfield IMG College. He's the voice of the Aggies. Jimbo Fisher on the field following the game.
We didn't play great at all. Thought we had good momentum, and they come out and control the third quarter. We got the big drive down there, didn't score. Then we did get a score, though. We found some more running game. We just got to keep sawing wood, but we got a big win on the road. That's an SEC win. We'll take it and we'll keep progressing.
After the injury to Tua Tagovailoa, the Crimson Tide struggled throwing the football. Alabama then turned to their defense and tailback Najee Harris, pulling out a 35-13 victory over Tennessee Saturday night in Tuscaloosa.
So now 1st and goal from the 1. Forrestall and Tennyson are both in. Tennyson goes in motion. Randolph also in. Here's the toss. Left side. Najee goes north-south. He is there for a touchdown. They tossed it to the left side, and a 1-yard power run by Najee behind great blocking gives Alabama the early 6-0 lead.
The voice of the Crimson Tide, Eli Gold, with a call from Learfield IMG College. Head coach Nick Saban of the Crimson Tide talked about what they did well after Tua's injury.
Well, I thought we ran the ball pretty effectively. Mac made a couple decent throws. Hopefully, we'll get him more ready to play now that we have a little time. And I think Tua will probably be out for a week, but I don't know that for a fact.
And that's a look back at SEC football from last week. Stay tuned. We'll preview this weekend's matchups, including a big one in Baton Rouge.
The best years of your life, that's how college is often described. That flash of time when you set out and start to figure out who and where you were born to be. Trailblazer, risk taker, caretaker. The first time you feel a part of something bigger. And if you're lucky, those best years of your life, they last forever. Here, it just means more.
We know a lot about them, they know a lot about us.
This will be a huge test, though, against a team like LSU.
It's going to be a war, it's going to be a great game.
511 yards, 48 offensive snaps. That's going to be really tough to replicate, I think, against this Auburn defense.
The only concern I have for Auburn is Bo Nix in Death Valley, man.
Nix steps up, he throws to Williams. He's got it! Touchdown Auburn! Touchdown Auburn!
Here's the snap. Placement is down. Kick is up. Line drive kick, and it's good! Tigers win! Tigers win! 22-21 on the road in Jordan-Hare.
It's a tangle between the teams called the Tigers down on the Bayou this Saturday, and it has huge SEC West implications. And the national spotlight will be on this game as well. The CBS is going to telecast the game at 2:30 p.m. from Tiger Stadium. And it doesn't matter that this game is in the afternoon. There will still be a raucous atmosphere as these two teams will go to battle. Auburn's looking for a little revenge from last year. It was LSU with a last-second field goal that won the game for the Tigers from Louisiana. These two teams are different in some ways. You got Auburn, who runs a similar offense, but not as versed as LSU with their senior quarterback, Joe Burrow. Then you've got a LSU defense that kind of bends but don't break. And you got an Auburn defense that's really good. So something has to give when LSU has the ball and Auburn's out there defending the field. Gus Malzahn talks about LSU's offense.
You look at LSU offensively, and it looks like a video game when you watch them on film. Their quarterback is outstanding, the way he plays. He's got some big-time receivers. You got quite a few of them that have big playability. The running game, when they hand the football off, they've been very successful. Number one offense in our league, number two in the NCAA. Against some pretty good opponents.
Auburn's head coach discussing LSU offensively. Now LSU's head coach, Ed Orgeron, talks about this game.
They're very well coached. We know a lot about them. They know a lot about us. These last couple of games have come down to the last play. It's going to be a war. It's going to be a great game. A lot of those guys that we recruited, a lot of our recruits they recruited, we know all their coaches. Be a typical great SEC matchup on Saturday afternoon.
Auburn is 6-1, 3-1 in the SEC. LSU undefeated, 7-0 overall, 3-0 in the league. Mississippi State and Texas A&M will kick off at 11 a.m. on the SEC Network from Kyle Field in College Station. Mississippi State has won the last two. And one of the reasons has been Mississippi State has been the more physical team. Now Texas A&M seems to be a little more physical, and the Bulldogs have lost some of their physicality, even though they played with a lot of heart this past week against LSU. But regardless of who's more physical, both teams have had some not-so-successful moments because of lack of communication. Texas A&M head football coach Jimbo Fisher addressed that fact this past week at his weekly press conference.
The mistakes now, we're not turning guys loose or going, in the wrong miscommunication on the calls. If we get beat, it's getting beat physically, which is technique or things you keep working on. But, offensive line, one of the big areas when you get new guys, new centers and all that is communication.
Mississippi State head football coach Joe Moorhead said a similar thing.
Right now on offense and defense and special teams, it's not the ability to right now, it's the consistency to do it. You know what I mean? That we are showing in spurts on offense, on defense, and special teams. When we're locked in, we have energy, we're playing hard, and we're executing in a manner that's consistent with what we've been coached and how we practice. We're able to compete, as we showed on Saturday, with anybody in the country. Now it's a matter of can we just do it over and over and over again on a consistent basis.
South Carolina will be taking on Tennessee, also on the SEC Network. That game will kick off at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Gamecocks at 3-4, 2-3 in the SEC, desperately need a win to keep their bowl hopes alive. Tennessee is 2-5 overall, 1-3 in the SEC, and they continue to improve each week. Gamecock head coach Will Muschamp talks about Tennessee's improvement.
We've got a lot of respect for the University of Tennessee, their program, and what Coach Pruitt's doing. And we need to expect another four-quarter game, and we certainly do. The last two games, I think you've seen this team make a lot of improvement. You watch the Mississippi State game and you watch the Alabama game. They play well on the line of scrimmage. They're very physical in how they run the football. They're very talented outside at the receiver position. They're playing well up front defensively. They're active at linebacker, and I think they're extremely talented. in the secondary, and Jeremy does a really good job with that.
Neyland Stadium in Knoxville will be the site of this contest between two SEC East teams. Arkansas will take on Alabama on the road at 6 p.m. on ESPN. Arkansas is 2-5, 0-4 in the SEC. The Crimson Tide undefeated at 7-0, 4-0 in the league. And the Crimson Tide will be without starting quarterback Tua Tagovailoa after suffering an ankle injury against Tennessee. He had surgery this past week. Head coach Nick Saban of the Tide opened up his press conference this past week, updating everybody on Tua's injury status.
An update on Tua. Surgery was successful. There's no real timetable, for his return, but the expectation is he will be non-weight bearing for several days, and then he'll be able to come back as his rehab allows him. So we're hopeful that, in a 10-day period, he'll be, back being able to do pretty active type rehab, and we'll see how it goes from there. But these things are pretty unpredictable at this point.
Kickoff is at 6 p.m. on ESPN. Missouri, 5-2, 2-1 in the SEC, will travel to SEC Eastern Division foe Kentucky. 3-4 on the year, 1-4 in the SEC, and the Wildcats have just had a plethora of injuries. Missouri's had some head-scratching losses, and both of their losses have been on the road. Now, Barry Odom hopes his team won't play poorly on the road against Kentucky, a team that has struggled this year, but did play for 3 quarters against Georgia. Kroger Field will be the site in Lexington, Kentucky, and Kelly Bryant's been a bright spot at quarterback for Missouri, despite some of their woes playing on the road. Mark Stoops, the head coach of the Kentucky Wildcats, talks about Kelly Bryant.
He's had a really good year and can make all the throws. He could certainly hurt you with the run game. They have some design Q run game as well that puts a lot of pressure on you with as well as they throw the ball and how fast they are at receiver. 6:30
p.m. Central is the kickoff on the SEC Network. Open this week, the Florida Gators, Georgia Bulldogs, the Ole Miss Rebels, and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Leading the SEC Eastern Division, the Florida Gators with a 4-1 record, followed by Georgia at 3-1, Alabama, LSU atop the SEC West, the Crimson Tide 4-0, LSU 3-0. That's a look at Southeastern Conference football on SEC Update. I'm Jason Crowder reporting.
Family owned and operated since 1986, Lakeside Molding has become the trusted source of architectural products throughout the South. They offer fine interior architectural moldings, custom millwork, and cabinet doors designed and handcrafted in Flowwood. Their showroom on Lakeland Drive is stocked with today's most sought-after interior details, including corbels, post, fireplace mantles, bath vanities, butcher block islands, mirrors, and much more. Tim Shoemaker and his staff work closely to meet client needs for new construction, restoration, and remodeling projects. Lakeside Molding, where details make the difference.
You often hear about Mississippi's best-kept secrets. If you're looking for the perfect place for your next weekend getaway or the just right setting for your wedding reception, look no further than the best-kept secret in Mississippi, the Cart Barn Inn. The Cart Barn Inn is tucked away in Bruce, Mississippi, less than 30 minutes from Oxford, and is a full-service bed and breakfast. Each room at the Cart Barn Inn is fully furnished, including flat-screen TVs, microwaves, refrigerators, wireless internet, comfortable seating areas, and docking stations for your smartphones just in case you forgot your charger. Enjoy breakfast in the morning or a nice evening walk in our privately fenced-in courtyard. Enjoy the game outside on our patio area or take a walk on our boardwalk to our private gazebo. Kay Tyler and her staff will meet every expectation during your stay. Call and book your reservation today at 662-983-7829 or log on to cartbarninn.com. Cart Barn Inn, the best-kept secret in Mississippi.
We're having a sale at Patty Peck on a brand new Honda Accord LX, and the Honda Pilot is oh so sweet, just $289 a month when you lease, and the value package is super hot. Make your way to Patty Peck and get a free car wash. Get a lifetime powertrain warranty with your new Honda purchase.
Break it down, Rita B.
I said P-A-T-T-Y. Patty Peck, Honda's #1. I said P-A-T-T-Y. Shop now at pattypeckhonda.com.
Your man cave is a lie. It's not a masculine refuge. It's a basement in your wife's house. Caves don't have frilly craft store signs.
They're
Yell
not even,
about it. In your man cave, no one can hear you scream.
They may put another
Wake
couple
up!
of minutes
Head
on the clock.
upstairs and get to B-dubs, where the kegerators are just called
we could
taps.
we could
the
roll
wall
another
color is TVs, and the wings taste like freedom. Also, your friends
Just try to
actually like
get an
coming
interview
here.
with him right after the
Buffalo
game. Just
Wild
ask who
Wings.
Coach White is and just get a video of him. We welcome you back here as we're almost ready for the second half. 28-21 Neshoba Central on top of Ridgeland. Both teams have made their way back out onto the field. And it's been a close ball game. Jason Scarborough, Jeff Eade, and Logan Campbell here in the press box with you, Newman Kazari here as well. Chris McDonald has made his way to Titans Stadium for the Spirit Media Network as well. We're all cozy and warm and dry here in the press box. And according to one of our, I guess you could say, inside sources, meteorologist, right? Logan's dad is a meteorologist, by the way. Told us we should be good up until, what, about midnight? Should be in a clearing right now, so we should be able to get this one in without any further trouble. So that's definitely good news. So when you look at this first half, of course, you gave us your keys to victory for the second half. I really enjoyed seeing McDonald start to take off with the football just a little bit more from the quarterback position for the Titans. As far as the Rockets go, I think you just stick with what you're doing. But if you're Ridgeland, you got to get McDonald in space more. Am I off base with saying that?
Not at all. Not at all. And I think we're going to see that, especially with the dry weather. We're going to see more passing. We're going to see more juking and jiving and running, making something out of nothing like, second down and 50 yards, still getting the first down. We're going to see more of that.
Speaking of seeing certain things, we're going to look at some of the replays from the first half here. As here's the first touchdown run of the night for the Titans. That was from Markel Young, and the Titans were able to get back in the ball game there. And here's, of course, one of the 4 touchdown runs in that first half for the Rockets. Here's Jarquez Young going off right side. That was the 59-yard touchdown run. I believe that was after the 4th down conversion that was not. Here's another look at one of the touchdown runs from the first half for the Rockets. I believe this was Young once again. Actually, I think that was Mathis who came up with a big gain all the way down to the Titan 20-yard line. And, of course, they just have 3 running backs they just turn around and hand off to. Here's a look at one of the big plays from McDonald in the first half, able to find his open receiver here near side. I think that was Banks that came up with that particular catch, or maybe that was no, I think that might have been Wilkerson that came up with it. He came up with a couple of big catches there in that first half. Replays brought to you by KDMC, King's Daughters Medical Center, online at kdmc.org. Teams continuing to warm up as we're here about 45 seconds away from the start of the second half. 49 points first half. Nobody saw that coming.
I think you're going to see more.
See more points?
I think you're going to see a lot more points.
Really?
Yeah, I think Zion McDonald's fixing to have an outstanding second half. With Banks, Mays, and Young, plus his own ability to find stuff and make plays out of nothing, plays that fall apart. On the other side of the ball with the Rockets, let's just call Hunter Rocket. I mean, he's earned that nickname for the night. He's going to have an outstanding second half as well. That triple threat, like you said, don't reinvent the wheel. What's working, just keep it driving, keep it working. But I think you're going to see a different Titan team second half. I think Coach White is really just coming from the training that he's had. I think he's got what it takes to instill that drive in his team. As we spoke about before, he's 7-1 for a reason. He's got a good system going. He's got 18 seniors. Zion McDonald's going to step it up, and you're going to see a totally different Titan team second half.
The Titans will get an opportunity here to start the third quarter. They got the football first. A phenomenal ball game so far. 28-21. Rockets out in front. They'll kick to the Titans. Give credit to these fans who have turned out. When we got here a couple hours ago, we weren't sure if we were going to have a crowd here tonight. Thought that the rain or the chances of rain might have scared everybody away. But we got a pretty decent crowd here tonight considering the elements. So glad that all of you are with us here tonight, as it'll be a sky kick once again taken by one of the Titans up backs and around the 40-yard line. So that's where Ridgeland will set up shop offensively, first down and 10. Actually put it at the 39. Okay, so I was a yard off. So 1st and 10 for the Titans. Let's see what Coach White and his coaching staff, the halftime adjustments have been made.
Yeah, Jason, by the score, you'd say this is not a defensive game, but it has been a defensive game. They've just been able to capitalize on opportunities, and that's what has made all these scores happen.
McDonald in the shotgun. He's going to send, looks like that's Wilkerson in motion. Quick pass to Wilkerson, who catches it and is immediately body slammed as he gets to the 49-yard line in Neshoba Central Territory, and it's a Mississippi Ag first down.
It's a great reception by Wilkerson here on the KDMC replay. You're going to see McDonald give a fake handoff and a quick pass just dumped off to Wilkerson. A great reception for the first down.
Good hands by Wilkerson as well, as now the handoff goes to Markel Young. They hope to get him untracked here. Couple of yards on the carry here. 2nd down and 8 coming up. As Young came in with over 700 rushing yards, just has not been able to get it going here in this contest so far tonight. So give credit to that defensive front for the Rockets. As McDonald has him quickly to the line here. Twins to the near side, one wide to the left. McDonald with the snap, play action, pump fake. Now he's going to throw over the middle. He's got a man complete for the Mississippi Ag first down. Just as a rocket, really a laser over the middle there, complete for the Mississippi Ag first down.
Yeah, it's a typical tight end pass right behind the linebackers. The receiver got right behind the linebackers and made the reception for the first down. Great play.
That was Wilkerson once again. He's been the go-to receiver so far in this second half. Quick pass far side. Caught once again by Wilkerson. Down the far sideline. Turns on the Jets. Goodbye. No, they say he stepped out of bounds at the 1. We'll check the KDMC replay, Jeff.
Yeah, it's a quick out pass there to the wide receiver who hits a tightrope down the sideline and just steps out right before the.
Oh, yeah.
Good call by the official.
Good call by the official. McDonald in trouble, and now he's going to lose a couple of yards back to the 3 as McDonald took the quick snap.
We talked about him trying to make things out of nothing, and the play just dissolved in front of him, and he just had nowhere to go. Kudos to the Neshoba Central defensive line.
So 2nd and goal from the 3 coming up here for the Titans, who are hoping to tie this thing up right out of the gate here in this 3rd quarter. High snap. McDonald pulls it down and hands off to Young, and he's got nothing. Got to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. A flag comes in, and it's holding against the Titans.
It's those mental errors that we've got that'll get you every time. Here on the KDMC replay, you see the hold right there.
55, Leon Smalls. Killing me, Smalls.
Killing me, Smalls. So, unfortunate for the offense, but don't count him out.
So it'll be 2nd and goal all the way back. Looks like at about the 15 maybe. Yeah, they're going to put it right at the 15. So the Titans had it 1st and goal at the 1. And in a couple of back-to-back plays, they have just taken themselves out of a golden opportunity. Back to pass, fade route, end zone, diving forward and incomplete.
That'd have been another ESPN highlight reel.
Oh, you better believe it.
Just out of his reach here on the KDMC replay. He's diving for it, just out of reach.
Yam Banks almost came up with it there.
Banks had great effort. Great effort.
You know, he's the one that helped him convert that 2nd and 50.
That's right.
To a 1st and goal at the end of the first half. Can the Titans pull some tricks out of the bag here on this 3rd and goal from the 15? 9:46 in this 3rd quarter. Back to passes McDonald. Pocket breaks down. Now McDonald dances. Now he's going to get out of the pocket. Now races off towards the end zone. Did he get in? Doesn't matter. There's 3 flags. 3 back at the 17-yard line.
Do you think there's any doubt that there was a penalty?
Holding again against the Titans. Goodness gracious. We'll take a look at the KDMC replay.
Yeah, right there on the end there, you'll see holding. And, give credit to McDonald for trying to make something out of nothing like we've been talking about. He got all the way back down to the 1, almost getting it in for the touchdown. But here we are, 3rd down,
Third and goal from the 20, where they put it?
7?
Looks like the 27, yeah. So this was first and goal at the 1 just moments ago. And then the high snap to McDonald, or actually on second down, McDonald lost a couple of yards. Then it was a holding call on top of that. And the Titans have just continued to go backwards. Pump fake from McDonald, throws, intercepted! Intercepted by the Rockets! And rumbling and bumbling out to the 45-yard line is number 2, the senior left defensive end, Ray Gibson.
Gibson was in the right place at the right time. He just tried to force the ball into an area that he could not see over his offensive line. Great interception. Neshoba Central coming out, take advantage of this opportunity, put another score on. Or will the Titans stop them?
Well, here's what's interesting. That was Gibson's first interception of the season. Comes at a costly time for the Titans as they hand off coming near side. Looks like that's going to be Day, and he spins inside the midfield stripe down to the Titan 47-yard line. He's close to that Mississippi Ag first down.
Here on the KDMC replay, you're going to see great blocking once again. Again, don't change it, something that's working. And he almost gets the first down. You got 2nd and 2.
It is crazy how quickly a football game can change. Moments ago, Ridgeland with first and goal at the 1. Now a turnover. The handoff to Hunter, right side. He's got the Mississippi Ag first down.
So here on the KDMC replay, you're going to see that massive offensive line executing the blocking scheme, and he gains the first down. Move the sticks. Let's do it again.
1st and 10 at the Titan 42-yard line. Still only a one-score ball game, but you have a feeling that the Rockets want to chew some clock here as a handoff goes to Ty Mathis, the halfback going right side. He gets down to the 35-yard line, but guess what, folks?
Another hold.
Tell me where you've heard this before. There's a hanky down on the field.
There on the replay, I think we saw the hold there on the right end. Here's the call.
Oh, they get a chop block.
Chop block.
Did they call chop block against Ridgeland?
Sure did.
Can you have a chop block against the defense?
Who's he blocking for? I don't know. Okay. So, first down.
We've seen a 2nd and 50 converted, and now we've seen a chop block on a defensive line. I guess they're saying that they went at the knees. That's the best way. That's the only thing I can think, that a defensive lineman for the Titans guilty of going after the knees of an offensive lineman to create a hole. And here's a big hole here for the Rockets. On the carry is Austin Day, and he is close to another Mississippi Ag first down as he's inside the KDMC red zone here. And you look at the KDMC replay.
Yeah, you see Day just go right through the defender there. Just kept his legs moving for yards after contact. Great effort there by the Rocket back.
2nd and 1 coming up for Neshoba Central as we tick towards 7 minutes here in this third quarter. One-score game. Here's a handoff to Mathis, right side. Lowering his head, and the ball comes loose. The Titans pick it up, and they're going the other way with it. Ridgeland with a turnover, looking for blocks to midfield, and finally tackled. Coming up with the fumble recovery is number 17 for the Titans, Donovan Ball.
Watch this KDMC replay. Perfect execution by the offensive line as 18 runs right through the middle, and then, like you said, coughed up the ball. Great focus and reaction by the defense to run it back all the way back to the 50. So here's that opportunity we've been discussing. It's back and forth. They had 1st and goal from the 1. They get backed up. The Rockets go all the way down, fumble the ball, and here come the Titans. This is just evident of a game, a back-and-forth tennis match more than anything.
Donovan Ball, when you look at the KDMC replay, he just ripped the football away from Mathis. Here's a pass, ricocheted in the end zone, or up in the air, and intercepted. It was a quick slant pass attempted, and it was tipped up in the air. And let's look at the KDMC replay.
Here we go. So there was, just like the last one that was intercepted. He's tried to force it. It can't go through a linebacker.
Holy cow.
Unbelievable.
2 turnovers in the last, 3 seconds? 3 seconds?
Yeah.
10 seconds? I got so excited I threw in the end zone there for some reason.
Still a 1-score game. Back and forth. Here we go.
Here's the handoff. Right side. Looks like that's to Mathis. He's going to get 5 yards. But this one might be coming back once again. There's another hanky on the field.
Instead of 3 yards and a cloud of dust, it's 5 yards and a holding call.
3 yards and the pebbles of the turf.
Chop block again. This time on the offense.
You got it right that time.
But it's interesting to see the vigor that the Titans on defense have. They've really stepped it up a notch compared to the first half.
It's so interesting. I'm trying to see how many plays we can go without a flag. This is starting to resemble Laurel Hattiesburg. First down and 19 for the Rockets back at their own 46-yard line. Anderson, your quarterback, turns, hands, Hunter, right side, and he is inside the midfield stripe down to the Rockets' 47-yard line.
KDMC replay, you're going to see the execution of blocking on the right side of the offensive line. Followed his blockers, and then he started to kick it to the outside and got caught.
So 2nd down and 12. As the Rockets perfectly content with chewing clock, running the football. That's their MO. They've only thrown it 1 time tonight. That was at the end of the first half. Anderson, your quarterback. There's movement by the Ridgeland defensive line. And coming across, looks like that's Zion Nason, who got a little trigger happy there and jumped across the line, and it's going to cost the Titans 5 yards. That'll move the Rockets even closer to that Mississippi Ag first down.
It's a little too eager.
2nd and 7 now for Anderson and crew as he's joined once again by Mathis, Day, and Hunter. In the backfield, turns, hands to Hunter right side. Hunter lowering his head. He's got the Mississippi Ag first down to the 32-yard line. And the Titans wanted to say that the ball came out, but the official says, nope, he was down first when you look at the KDMC replay.
You got to be a happy running backs coach when your running back just repetitively is following his blocks like he's supposed to, and that's how you move the sticks. Do what you're supposed to do. Execution is what we discussed earlier.
That one looked close. I'm going to be honest with you. That one looked pretty close. I'd like to go back and watch that one later, but nevertheless, it's a Mississippi Ag first down for the Rockets. Inside 5.5 minutes and counting here in this third quarter. Handoff. No, it's going to be Anderson on the bootleg right, and he is hammered as he gets to the 30-yard line. Rare run there by Anderson. He will take off and run from time to time.
That was a great fake, too.
Only his 16th carry of the season, by the way.
Great fake, but defense is able to contain it on the outside. Great job by the Titan defense.
They say no gain. 2nd and 10 now for the Rockets. 28-21. This was the score at the intermission. Anderson turns, hands to Hunter. Hunter, not much doing. He does manage to pick up close to 4, maybe 5. It'll be 3rd down coming up, and a late flag comes in. At the end of the play, Titan players, looks like they're clapping. So let's check the marker. The official says dead ball, unsportsmanlike, against the Rockets. So the Titans catch a break here on the penalty. It was going to be 3rd down and manageable, and now they say post-play. It was dead ball, so the down counts. So it'll be 3rd down and long coming up now for the Neshoba Central Rockets.
Let's give some credit to the defense by the Titan defense. They have really stood their ground against the Rockets, and it's paid off.
3rd down and 20 for Neshoba Central. Will they throw here, stick to the ground game? They will stick to the ground game. It's Hunter coming left side, weaving his way through defenders. He's got the first down and more inside the KDMC red zone. Came left, went right, and he's got the Mississippi Ag first down.
Check out the KDMC replay here. You're going to see two things that we talked about earlier in the game. Rocket Hunter with the vision to see where to go. He goes left, he goes right, and then he sees his avenue. The other thing is his drive and determination and explosion, that burst of speed there as he got past the second level.
They're going to say he got to the 10, so it's first and goal for Neshoba Central. Just outside, 4 minutes to go here in this third quarter. There's the snap, handoff to Mathis right side. Mathis down to the 2.
When you got a three-headed monster, just keep it rolling. Just keep passing the duty off to the next running back.
I mean, how much fun is it for Coach Schooler to be able to say, okay, I can turn and hand it to Hunter, or I can turn and hand it to Mathis, or I can turn and hand it to Day. Day had 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. Jarquez Hunter has 2 touchdowns tonight.
On one hand, you've got a team with 3 running backs. In this case, you have a team with 3 outstanding running backs.
So an interesting situation here. The officials are calling both teams together, all 22 on the field, and calling them here inside the 1-yard line there just to have a discussion.
Knock it off.
Yeah. I think that's basically the conversation there. All the officials gathered with the team there as we're back to live action here. And now we're going to have a timeout by Neshoba Central. They want to talk it over. Big play coming up. Second down and goal at the 2-yard line. We step aside for 30 seconds here on the Spirit Media Network.
You're more than a patient at KDMC. You're family, worthy of kindness, compassion, and respect. King's Daughters Medical Center, caring for our community like no one else can.
Yes. With a game like this. 28-21 as we're back here late in the third quarter, 3:36 remaining, as a timeout taken by Neshoba Central. The Rockets on top 28-21. This game's had a little bit of everything.
It really has.
And it's had a lot of flags. I had to get that in.
I was just telling you, the coaches are probably talking to them after the referees talk to them just to kind of settle down. Hey, your excitement, and that's great and all, but we need to play some ball.
Now the officials are coming over to meet with the Titan coaching staff. I'm not sure what we're doing here.
It might even be a warning. You've seen that in rivalry games where, hey, things are getting a little out of hand, coach. You need to talk to your players, and I'm giving you a warning. Next time I'm going to throw a flag.
Could be it. Maybe they're just tired of hearing the yakking from both sides. I don't know. But I have never seen this many delays. Nope, not true. Laurel Hattiesburg. Yeah. Anderson, your quarterback. He's going to keep it himself. Goes forward. Touchdown, Rockets. Neshoba Central, an extra point away from going back on top by 2 scores.
The KDMC replay, you're just going to see that delayed quarterback sneak right up the middle. Great blocking, great execution for the score.
Went right off the backside of the center, Joe Bird and Eli Moran.
Now there's 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter here.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time, but we've seen a remarkable change in the Titan defense.
Snap is back, hold is down, the kick is up, and it's good. 35-21, Neshoba Central regains the 2-touchdown lead over Ridgeland late in this third quarter. We're back in 30 seconds on the Spirit Media Network.
The Outdoorsman Tractor Package is here at Mississippi Ag. Choose a 3 Series John Deere tractor tailored to your horsepower needs and get all the attachments you require for the fall in one convenient package, including a loader, disc, and spreader starting at $315 a month. And as always, you get it all covered by our 10-year warranty. With 0% financing for 60 months, it's a deal that is sure to help you get your food plots ready for the season. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer expires 10/31/19.
35-21 as Neshoba Central gets ready to kick deep here to the Ridgeland Titans. Glad that you're with us tonight. Jason Scarborough, Jeff Heath, Logan Campbell, Newman Kazari running camera tonight. Chris McDonald on the field. Sky kick taken here by the Titans at around the 20, and a nice return up to the 30-yard line. On the return is Markel Young. And I was just going to say real quick, it'd be great if they could get Young kind of untracked. He's been held in check pretty much all night. You got to give credit to Gibson, McClendon, and Woodward along that defensive front for Neshoba Central.
Yeah, the Rocket defense has been steady just as their offense has. We talked about the Titans stepping it up second half, and I think we've seen that. Let's see if they can have the same consistency that Neshoba Central has had and see if they can get back in this ball game. They're not too far off. Zy McDonald is magic. Let's see if he can come through.
He turns and hands to Young here right side, and Young with a minimal gain, maybe a gain of a couple. They'll give him the 32, maybe the 33. Second down coming up for the Titans. And you can't abandon the running game just yet. Can't do it.
I want to come back to that, something you and I have discussed before.
All right. McDonald quickly to the line. Little pop pass here. Stiff arm. Nice stiff arm here by Chambers. Lowers his shoulder. It gets to the 35-yard line. He was in motion from the near side to the far side. And the little pop pass results in a gain out to the 35. And I think Chambers is the injured Titan on the far side. And he gets up. Seems like he's going to be okay.
The Rocket defense did a great job containing on the outside, but what I wanted to talk to you about was the conversation you and I had before a couple weeks ago, I think, regarding do you soften the linebackers off with the run when you're a passing team? You know, why are you running the ball when you're a passing team? And that discussion that we had, you know, because some people think there's no need in that, and there's other teams that say, well, yeah, that does work. I think in this case, let Zy McDonald do what he does best. Let him either run it or throw the slants or throw the ball. Just let him go. But we'll see.
So it's 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Titans. Critical play here for the Titans. Keep the chains moving and stay in this ball game. McDonald back to pass, throws. Pass is tipped and caught on the carom. It wasn't intended for the initial receiver, but caught on the deflection by Kevion Bell.
So what you're going to see here on the KDMC replay is a miniature tip drill here. McDonald throws the ball. It's deflected by his own receiver, caught by his receiver, moves the sticks, first down.
Better to be lucky than good, right? Back to pass is McDonald. Pump fake. Now he's going to roll to his right. Now back pedals. He's in trouble. McDonald's got to get rid of it, and he's going to be sacked. All the way back at the 35, a loss of 11. And a big play here for this Rocket defense.
This KDMC replay, you're going to see him trying to make something out of nothing, and it just falls apart, and everything closes down on him. So you've got second down and 21 yards.
Maxton Woodward is the one that came up with the sack there. 2nd and 21 for the Titans. As the clock continues to roll, and we've got a flag down, false start against the Titans.
Hey, but that's nothing new. You know, 2nd and 50. 2nd and 50 and 3rd and 35. And, I mean, you know, this is nothing new.
They got Neshoba Central right where they want them. They converted that big 2nd and 50 late in the first half. 2nd and 26 now. Back at the 25 for McDonald, who's back to pass. Quick slant pass, caught, and off to the races. 1st down and more. Banks is ahead of everybody. A race for the corner. Touchdown, Titans.
Right here on the KDMC replay, you're going to see perfect execution of that slant play we've been talking about all night. McDonald throws to Banks. Banks great reception, perfectly in stride, and then kicks in the speed for the touchdown. Takes it to the house.
The big play the Titans needed to draw this thing to within a touchdown. They need the extra point, and Rivera has been perfect so far tonight. The left footer. Ready for the snap. The hold is down. The kick is away. It is up, and it is good. 35-28. One touchdown separates the two teams as we look at the KDMC replay again.
That slant play has worked all night long for the most part, and here it is again in stride. Banks takes it to the house for the touchdown. Great call.
See, I wasn't joking moments ago when I said they had him right where they wanted him.
Right.
I wasn't. It really has seemed like when Ridgeland has needed a big play, it's got to be 2nd and 21, 2nd and 25, 2nd and 50. And they somehow come up with a big play.
Clutch.
Crazy. So Yam Banks.
Zy McDonald, like I've been saying, has been great under pressure. But don't count that Rocket defense out. Again, the score doesn't reveal the truth of this game. Both teams have been able to capitalize on opportunities.
63 points so far. We've still got a minute and change here in this third quarter. Another sky kick. Going to be taken by one of the up backs here. And trying to return it to the 40-yard line. Tackle there. Flag comes in. Looks like that's going to be number 9. Once again, Kelby Holmes. He's caught just about every sky kick tonight. You're going to have a couple flags down here.
Of course.
Well, they just need something to wipe up some of the moisture off the field. That's got to be it.
Right.
A hold on the kickoff return by the Rockets. It'll back them up. They were going to have it near the 40-yard line. And see, that's the thing, too. Both teams have had pretty good field position all night because of the sky kicks.
Yeah, the sky kicks and the penalty flags.
See, I thought last night coming into today we were going to be done with the discussions about flags.
No.
Nope.
Not so much.
Anderson, the sophomore quarterback. 3 running backs in the backfield. He's going to turn in hand. Looks like that's Hunter as he'll push out to around the 34-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 4 yards. 2nd down and 6 coming up for Neshoba Central. And
yeah, Banks and Wilkerson have had a great night tonight, right in the middle of the linebackers, especially with those runs. And then on the outside, Bird and Chambers and Thornton, they've contained the outside on defense.
Play clock down to 16 seconds. Game clock down to about 35. They could drain it all the way down if they wanted to. They hand off here. Coming left side and cut down immediately. As coming up to make the tackle, guess who is Yam Banks as he comes up to meet Ty Mathis in the hole. Great tackle there on the KDMC replay.
It's a great open field tackle. Outstanding.
So Banks makes the touchdown reception to bring this thing to within a score as we head to the fourth quarter. Fourth and final quarter, a dandy on our hands here at Titan Stadium. Don't go anywhere. 35-28. Neshoba Central on top of Ridgeland as we head to the fourth and final quarter. Back in 60 seconds on the Spirit Media Network.
With 2 boys, I know about suspicious odors. But CenterPoint Energy taught me something important. If I smell rotten eggs, it might be a gas leak. I should leave on foot immediately and call both CenterPoint Energy and 911 from a safe location. I also never store flammables like paint or gasoline near my natural gas appliances. 1 spark is all it takes to ignite fumes.
CenterPoint Energy provides tips to help you keep your family safe. CenterPoint Energy, always there.
The Mississippi National Credentialing Initiative, or MNCI, is a collaboration between the Mississippi Community College Board and the 15 Mississippi community colleges. The MNCI provides opportunities for students enrolled in credited career and technical education programs to receive national certifications. The premise of the MNCI is to connect education and industry for an improved Mississippi workforce. Students with national certifications often earn more than their counterparts without a certification. Visit mccb.edu for more information regarding the MNCI and career and technical education programs that lead to national certifications.
We open the fourth and final quarter with a third down coming up for Neshoba Central. The turn in hand to Hunter, trying to get to the first down, and I don't think he got it. He needed the 40. They're spotting him at the 39-yard line, Jeff. I think that he's short.
Yeah, I think you're going to see that here on the KDMC replay. He's just about a yard short from the first down.
I think his knee went down, right at the 39, and the Rockets appear like they're going to go for it at their own 39-yard line and up by one score, 35-28. Here come the Rocket.
I think they've got the confidence and the momentum.
Rocket offense on the field, 4th and 1. The turn in hand to Hunter, and I think he's got it from the spot. He needed the 40, and that was it.
Yeah.
And he's got the Mississippi Ag first down as we take a look at the KDMC replay.
Yeah, I think he's going to cross right over the 40.
Like right there he had it.
And that's a confident, not arrogant. That's a confident play call there.
It's a lot of confidence. So now you've got some discrepancies between the officials here. Oh, they want to measure it. Okay. Let's see if Newman can get a close-up of that.
Might as well ask for a measurement. I mean, got nothing to
nothing to lose. You gain an extra timeout here.
Yeah.
Titan fans don't think he got it from the spot. I think he needed the 40, right at the 40, and I think that he would have it right at the 40. And he does have it. Not a huge shock there. I thought he had it at first glance.
Coach White is not happy. But here we go.
Still a one-score game, still an entire quarter. Let's see if the Titan defense can come up with a big stop here. It's been tough sledding trying to go against this Rocket offense all night. There's the handoff. Left side running over folks is number 6, Austin Day. And he's close to another Mississippi Ag first down.
If you could back it up a little bit, maybe a little bit, Logan. But on the KDMC replay here, maybe you'll notice there's a little bit of a delay.
Mm-hmm.
And what's interesting about that delay right there is that that's when the hole opened up.
Mm-hmm.
If he explodes right when he gets the ball, it's done. That's it. But he delays just a little bit, and he's able to get those big gains.
Again, it goes back to the vision of all of these running backs.
Yeah.
Every single one of them, they've got incredible vision and able to see the hole and hit it at the right time. As you mentioned, able to even show that little delay when it's needed.
See, there it is again.
And off right side, I think that's Hunter, and he's got the Mississippi Ag first down, still not on the ground. Actually, check that. That's Ty Mathis on the carry. He's got the Mississippi Ag first down to the 46.
I love giving them credit by name, but, I mean, they're all equally talented, the running back, But, yeah, that delay really allows the offensive line the time to carry through their plays.
Neshoba Central perfectly content with chewing the clock here. If you're Ridgeland, you're hoping for another takeaway. They've had a couple here tonight. Hoping for another takeaway here. Get the football back for their offense. Get this thing tied up. Here's the handoff left side, and now going back to the middle of the field. And Jarquez Hunter continues to have a phenomenal night as he plunges inside the 40. You look at the KDMC replay here. He's just barreling over folks.
Absolutely. Yards after contact is the key for these running backs. They're able to pick up 4 and 5 yards every time they get the ball.
2nd down and 2 coming up now.
Even the busted plays, they're picking up 6 to 7 yards.
Give credit to this offensive line. You got Bryce Parkerson, the right tackle, 6'4", 315. The tight end, Robbie Ellis, 6 tall, 200. Left tackle, Dane Parkerson, the junior, 6'3", 295. 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff coming right side as plunging to the 35 with an apparent Mississippi Ag first down, but a flag comes in from the back judge. He's been a busy camper tonight.
Yeah, and on the KDMC replay, you just saw the play just kind of fold on him, but I think he still got the first down, minus the flag, of course.
Costly flag. The hold is going to bring it back for the Rockets. So they say block in the back. They'll spot it right at the 46-yard line. So 2nd down and 10 now for the Rockets. Clock holds at 8:48 here in the 4th and final quarter. 1 touchdown separates the two teams as they have gone back and forth. Biggest lead of the night has been 14 for Neshoba Central. And the play is stopped once again. False start. Going to go against the Rockets. So now Neshoba Central going backwards now. And the Titans starting to get a little bit of a break here.
Yeah, no, we talked about the Titans needing to step it up in the second half, and I think they've done that. I think the coaches made a lot of great changes at halftime and adjustments, and they've stepped it up.
2nd and 15 coming up for Neshoba Central. 35-28. What a game so far. Again, Anderson, your sophomore quarterback. You had some movement again, it looks like, by possibly the left tackle. Nope. They say Neshoba Central got a timeout in first. So with the timeout, we'll take it with them with 8:07 to go in the ball game. 35-28 as Neshoba Central leads Ridgeland. We're back in 30 seconds on the Spirit Media Network.
Smile is one of the first things most people notice. And for over a decade, Germany Dental has helped change smiles for thousands of people across Mississippi.
I was so embarrassed about my teeth that I never smiled. But now that I have dental implants and cosmetic veneers from Germany Dental, I can't stop smiling. My decision to see Dr. Germany literally changed my life.
Germany Dental, changing lives, one smile at a time. Call 601-825-4746 today.
David Culpepper should.
And we welcome you back here, 35-28. Neshoba Central on top of Ridgeland. You got a big 2nd down at 15 coming up. As the Rockets just used a timeout here. And, Jeff, that could have been more with alignment, resetting things here on this drive.
Yeah. Boys, we need to focus, regain the focus, and execute. Let's get this first down.
2nd and 15. Just shy of the midfield stripe for Neshoba Central. Looking at a 4-man defensive front. Anderson turns, hands right side. Looks like that's going to be Hunter. And so get to the Titan 49 and then be pushed backward. Hunter says, wait a minute, a little extracurricular there going on.
Yeah, there on the KDMC replay, you're going to see him just get shut down, stuffed by the Titan defense.
Great job by Ridgeland. Take your pick there. Janata Bird as well as Caleb Canada. And Pat Wilkerson, boy, he's been everywhere tonight. He's been really underrated, hasn't he?
Agreed, yeah. But he's coming in with 25 tackles, 1 tackle for a loss, 1.5 sacks, forced fumble.
3rd down and long. They turn and hand to Hunter. Starts left, comes right, still churning the legs. He's going to be well short of the 1st down. Gets to the 45, maybe the 44. Going to be 4th down. Let's see where they officially put it. About 4th down and 8. And I'll be honest with you, Jeff, I can't see Neshoba kicking it away here. I think they're going to go for it.
I think they're going to go for it as well. But I think the Titan defense has kind of caught on. The coaching staff has caught on. They're calling the right plays. It's going to be interesting. 4th down. You see the crowd getting into it.
4th down and 8. Neshoba Central, they're going to go for it. Clock rolling inside 7 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. There's the snap. Handoff. Looks like that's today, and he's got the Mississippi Ag 1st down from the initial spot.
What a great run you saw there, getting the 1st down. And here at KDMC replay, it's that delay we've been talking about. The execution of blocking allowed him, plus the yards after contact, allows him to get to the 1st down. But it's going to be interesting to see if they measure this or if they give it to him. The spot looked like he made the 1st down. Yeah, there they go. They called the 1st down.
It.
Yeah.
How confident are you in your offense when you can line up on 4th and 8, up by 7, and get the 1st down?
Especially after 3 straight plays of getting snuffed out.
Unreal. Impressive, impressive.
Both teams have been impressive. This has been an outstanding game.
Without a doubt.
Good pick.
I've been fortunate so far.
Well, you've done this a time or two.
Yeah.
You've seen this a time or two.
I've seen a couple things in my career. 1st and 10 for the Rockets. Anderson going to turn and hand to, looks like that's Mathis breaking free. Flag comes in. Mathis in the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets. But hold everything. The Titans saying it's coming back. There's 2 flags down, one at the 20, one at the 15, and this is coming back. That could have slammed the door shut. Let's see if we can see the penalty on the KDMC replay.
So there's the delay. There's the blocking. Kicks it to the outside.
You can't see it from there, really.
So. Great work by Don upstairs.
Yeah,
by the way.
no doubt.
Outstanding camera work there.
Personal foul face mask against the Rockets. So basically they put it right back down where it was. That's interesting. So you just reset and it's 1st and 10? Where did it occur? This has been such a weirdly officiated game. I'm going to say it. Bizarre. All right. So after a penalty, it's 1st and 10. You take the touchdown off the board. But I thought with a penalty, you lose yards. Got some movement once again, another flag. This could be offside against the Titans. And they say, nope, going to be false start against the Rockets. So Neshoba Central going backward here.
It says mental errors that we've been talking about. It's, it's 6 minutes left in the game. Got to push through. Hey, it's cool outside. It's a nice night. It's not like it's in August where you're tired. And you're conditioned. You should be conditioned this far into the season.
1st and 15 coming up here for Neshoba Central. Just a tick inside. 6 minutes to go in this ball game. Anderson barks out the signal. Going to hand off. Looks like that's Day going left side. Breaking tackle. Still on his feet. Day down the far sideline. Still carrying folks with him. He's got the Mississippi Ag first down, and he's inside the KDMC red zone.
Watch this KDMC replay as there's the delay. There's the block that we've been talking about. He kicks it to the outside. He bursts of energy, but not quite enough. He gets caught from behind, but he still moves the sticks for the 1st down. Great effort by the Rocket offense.
Right at the 14-yard line is where they're going to spot it. 1st and 10 now for the Rockets.
I'll tell you, there's a great effort by the defense as well because with his burst of speed that he's been showing all night long.
He could have scored.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought he was going to score.
I did too. Let's see if they can have a goal line stand here.
Anderson hands right side. Looks like that's Mathis, and it is off the right side all the way down to the 7-yard line. A gain of 7 yards, 2nd down and 3.
Great drive, getting yards after contact. Great effort.
And there's absolutely nothing fancy about what the Rockets are doing.
Hard-nosed football is what you call it. Hard-nosed football.
They've won 5 in a row coming into tonight, and you can see why.
They have found their niche. This is what we're going to do. There's no surprise. You still got to stop us.
Now they're starting to look at that play clock and let it tick all the way down to 5 or 4 seconds before they snap it. Down to 3 seconds, and they snap it. Hand off to Mathis in the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets. Ty Mathis, the senior running back.
Great execution by the offense. Everybody met their block. Perfectly designed play. Success. Touchdown, Rockets.
41-28. Neshoba Central. Now the extra point coming up here for Hunter Bavetta. He's been perfect tonight. Snap is back. The hold is down, and the kick is perfect. It's 42-28. Rockets on top of the Titans. We're back in 30 seconds on the Spirit Media Network.
You're more than a patient at KDMC. You're family. Worthy of kindness, compassion, and respect. King's Daughters Medical Center, caring for our community like no one else can.
The Outdoorsman Tractor Package is here at Mississippi Ag. Choose a 3 Series John Deere tractor tailored to your horsepower needs and get all the attachments you require for the fall in one convenient package, including a loader, disc, and spreader starting at $315 a month. And as always, you get it all covered by our 10-year warranty. With 0% financing for 60 months, it's a deal that is sure to help you get your food plots ready for the season. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer expires 10/31/19.
And we welcome you back. The kickoff taken by the Titans and returned across the 30 to around the 32-yard line. So time now of the essence, Jeff Ead, as you look at the clock, 4:22, and you're down by 2 scores. What do you do here offensively?
You let Zy McDonald do his thing and throw his passes, his slants, his fades, get on down the field, score. Then you do, like you and I were just discussing, you do an onside kick and you score again. Get back in the game.
Swing pass out of the backfield. Are they calling that a backward pass? Nope, just incomplete. Hit Markel Young right in the hands. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. I would go hurry up here. I would go tempo.
Yeah.
Catch this rocket 3-man front off kilter.
Yep.
You've got 2 receivers to the near side and wide side of the field. McDonald in the backfield on a 2nd and 10. He's back to pass. Slant pass. Caught and dropped.
Almost intercepted.
Right in his hands, hit Richard Mays right in the breadbasket, and he dropped it. And he had some pasture in front of him, too.
He did, and that is abnormal for Mays. You know, he's coming in with 26 receptions and 403 yards.
Back to passes McDonald on a 3rd and 10. Protection breaks down. He wants to take off and run. McDonald lowers his head, and he's going to be out of bounds on the far side. Shy of the 1st down. Looks like they're going to say he went out at the 39-yard line. He needs, I think he needs the 40.
Is he still down? Let's see if we got that on the KDMC replay. Right when he gets out, that's a
oh, goodness.
Just landed right on top of him.
Who was that landed on top of him? Was that Griffin?
55? No.
Yeah, was that McClendon? Let's take another look. KDMC replay. Hopefully McDonald's okay, as he's still injured on the far side, I believe. And looks like that's going to be 44 that fell on top of him, and that's going to be Jaharon Griffin. 6 tall, 230. McDonald is close to 6 feet, 185 pounds. And he is going to bounce back up. That's good to see.
Very good to see.
And I don't know if they've moved the marker close. Let's say he got a really bad spot. I don't know if they've moved it up yet. He needs the 41. Are they saying he went out of bounds before that?
Yeah.
That is a horrible spot.
That's a horrible spot. They just got to come out for at least one play.
So the worst possible time for your quarterback to have to come out for a play, because you're about to have to go for it on 4th down. So tell you what, while they talk about it, we're going to squeeze in another break. Back in 30 seconds here on the Spirit Media Network.
Before digging in my yard, I always call 811 to have my utility lines marked, to avoid service interruptions or injury. As CenterPoint Energy says, it's better to call 811 now than 911 later. And if I suspect a gas leak, I leave the area immediately on foot and call CenterPoint Energy and 911 from a safe, remote location. Really?
CenterPoint Energy invests in its infrastructure to help keep you safe. CenterPoint Energy. Always there.
And we welcome you back. Critical point of the ball game. This is possibly the play of the game right here. 4th down and 4 coming up. Zy McDonald, the quarterback for the Titans, injured moments ago. He's going to have to come out for a play. And it just so happens to be it's on the most critical play of the ball game. Down by 2 scores, Jeff. And he's going to have to come out.
But, you know, sometimes these are the moments that backups dream for, and maybe they'll have one of those moments and get the 1st down, and McDonald comes in.
He is going to come in. I thought he was going to have to come out.
I thought you had to come out. Even if you call a timeout, I thought you had to come out.
I think you can come back in after timeout, and that's probably why they exhausted it. You got to have him on the field for this play.
Agreed.
4th and 4. from about the 38, rolling to his left. McDonald, pressure in his face, throws. It's almost intercepted and incomplete. And a flag comes in at the end of the play. And it looks like we're going to have defensive holding against Neshoba Central.
Wow. Here on the KDMC replay, see him breaking out to his left. He sees his receiver, but there's holding on the defense on that receiver.
I saw the hold. It happened at the beginning of the play. It was on Jarquez Young. I'm sorry, Jarquez Hunter. Yeah, defensive holding, going to keep the drive alive. Mississippi Ag first down. So Titans not done yet.
Not done yet. You know, we were talking going into this game about how it's neat to see people going both ways. You don't see that too often.
Not in 5A football.
No.
You really don't. You see it at the lower classes,
Right,
1A,
absolutely.
2A, 3A.
Yeah.
But once you get 4A and up, you rarely see kids going both ways. So pretty interesting to see that with the Titans going long here. Got a man open, drops it in his breadbasket, and still carrying folks with him inside the KDMC red zone. And on the catch is number 13, Richard Mays, for the Mississippi Ag first down.
Mays is having a standout game here. You'll see McDonald throw the fade like we talked about earlier. They're going to need the slants. They're going to need the fades, and that's exactly what they do. We've got 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go with a hurry-up offense.
Trips to the near side for McDonald, your quarterback. Pistol formation, turns, hands to Young. Young carrying folks with him. Young almost to the marker. Inside the 10-yard line, and he's close to a Mississippi Ag first down.
Great effort. Watch Young here. Goes straight through the line, and he almost breaks it there at the end. Great effort by Young.
Second down and very, very short, right at the 8. High snap, handoff, Young. He's got the Mississippi Ag first down to the 6-yard line.
Keep driving, keep driving. Let's see if the Rocket defense can hold them.
42-28, Neshoba Central. They've led by 14 points most of the night, Jeff, and now you've got a situation where if you're Ridgeland, clock rolling as we approach 3 minutes. If they score here, you got to assume they're going to attempt the onside kick.
Watch out for that McDonald bootleg.
McDonald back to pass, quick pass far side, hit immediately and tackled right at the line of scrimmage as it was Chambers on the reception, 2nd and goal from the 6.
I like the call of the pass because it stops the clock if it doesn't. Well, he caught it. If it's an incomplete pass, it stops the clock.
Back to pass is McDonald, pressure in his face, end zone, dropped.
That was it. That was an opportunity. We talked about mental toughness and mental errors earlier. Here on the KDMC replay, you're going to see good protection. The pass is perfect for the slant, just dropped it in and out of his hands. Oh, so unfortunate.
And Banks has had a phenomenal game tonight. You hate that for Yan Banks, the senior. 3rd and goal from the 7. McDonald rolls to his left. Quick pass, and it's going to be short of the goal line. Down to the 1. On the reception is Wilkerson. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 1. Titans rushing to the line here. This is it.
KDMC replay right there, just shy, about a half yard.
They give him the 1. McDonald tapping, takes the snap, and loses the football. There appears to be a fumble as McDonald rushed up, tapped his center on the backside, and on the snap, looks like there's a fumble recovery for the Rockets, and there is.
Yeah, you'll see on the KDMC replay, if we can bring it back, he goes under center, which is abnormal for the whole game, and they snapped it.
Oh, he
fumbled
just
it
lost
right
it.
in the end zone.
Oh, goodness.
So you see the Rocket defense standing their ground, recovers the football with 2 minutes left to play, just under 2.
Oh, my goodness. Just a laundry list of errors for the Titans tonight. Goodness gracious.
They had the effort.
So now for the Rockets, they just want to chew up the last 2 minutes off the clock here and head back to Neshoba County with a win. Here's a handoff to Hunter, who plunges ahead to the 26-yard line. He's got a gain of 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4.
If I'm Coach White, Jason, what I'd like to see is my defense still playing and giving the effort to the last whistle. I bet that's what he's telling him on this timeout.
Got a timeout on the field. We will take it with him as 42-28 is our score. Neshoba Central looking like they're going to walk away with a win on this one. We're back in 30 seconds on the Spirit Media Network.
The Mississippi National Credentialing Initiative, or MNCE, is a collaboration between the Mississippi Community College Board and the 15 Mississippi community colleges. The MNCE provides opportunities for students enrolled in credited career and technical education programs to receive national certifications. The premise of the MNCE is to connect education and industry for an improved Mississippi workforce. Students with national certifications often earn more than their counterparts without a certification. Visit mccb.edu for more information regarding the MNCE and career and technical education programs that lead to national certifications.
A minute 44 to go here in the fourth and final quarter as Neshoba Central leads Ridgeland 42-28. Moments ago, Zy McDonald came up on a 4th and goal from the 1, tapped to center on the backside. A quick snap was muffed, fumbled, and recovered in the end zone for Neshoba Central. And now, after one play, they're facing a 2nd down and 4, looking to just drain the clock and head back 90 minutes north with a big, big region win. Anderson, your sophomore quarterback, got a turn in hand. Looks like that's today off the left side. He's got the Mississippi Ag first down. The clock will stop as they move the chains. And again, Jeff, KDMC replay, nothing fancy all night long.
Hard-nosed football, offensive line continuing their consistent execution. We talked about that at the beginning of the game. They've done a great job, and they're going to continue to do a great job. They've been well coached and have a great offensive line coach, and I know he's happy tonight.
Play clock down to 16 seconds. Your game clock down to a minute 20. As the Rockets will line up in the victory formation, it looks like here. Anderson just going to take the snap, kind of a lollipop snap, just go to one knee. And now at a minute and ticking, and that's going to do it as the Rockets just have to kneel it a couple more times, and that'll be it. So for Coach White and the Titans, they'll suffer their first region loss of the year. And for the Rockets, they will improve to 5-0 in region play and win their 6th in a row.
What a turnaround.
Yeah,
what a turnaround they've had.
Big turnaround. Play clock down to 4. Anderson's going to take the snap, go to a knee. And that should be the final play of the ball game as they'll reset the play clock at 40, and that's going to do it. Coaches will meet here in a moment at midfield as Neshoba Central comes to Madison County and a rushing attack. They were averaging close to 300 rushing yards per game, and they will walk away with the 42-28 victory tonight. And the Titans came in leading the overall series 8-6. Now you can say 8-7. One game separates these two squads. Amazing contest. And it was nip and tuck there for a while. Neshoba Central, the biggest lead that they had all night was 14 points, and that's the margin of victory here in this contest.
Yeah, Jason, and, you know, the 42-28, it seems like a blowout, but it's not. It's not a blowout. It was a back-and-forth game. Neshoba County was able to – Neshoba Central was able to capitalize on opportunities that they had, and that was the difference in the game. We talked about focus. They were able to focus on the 3 variables being hold on to the ball, minimize their errors, although they had their run of offside holding penalties.
Yeah.
But and then, you know, finally they were able to execute. That offensive line was able to execute all night long, doing exactly what they're supposed to do. Hard-nosed football for the win. Great game.
Phenomenal ball game. And I got to tip my hat to Coach White and what he's doing here at Ridgeland. He was excited about us coming out tonight for the broadcast. So to everyone here at Ridgeland, they've been nothing but hospitable. We appreciate them so much. Coach White is not done building a winner here at Ridgeland. No doubt.
Not at all. And, you know, I was noticing right there, they're in victory formation, and Coach White is still telling them, hey, get down on the ball. The game's not over yet. Even though they're not going to be able to run a play, just showing him you finish what you start. And I think he's going to finish what he starts here. I think there's a great future for Coach White here at Titan football in Ridgeland.
No doubt, no doubt. 42-28, our final here tonight, Neshoba Central over Ridgeland, as we will take a 1-minute break, come back, and wrap this thing up right here on the Spirit Media Network.
Like hunting or fishing, Van Sporting Goods is a tradition that's been passed down through the generations. Since 1992, Mississippi's hunters have come to Vans to gear up for their favorite seasons. And this season is no different. You can't miss with the Loophole Optics. And find the perfect fit for the largest gun selection in Mississippi, featuring Browning, Benelli, Winchester, and more, plus accessories that take your outings to the next level. Van Sporting Goods, a name you know as well as your own.
He sent it at 9. Let me see.
Family owned and operated since 1986, Lakeside Molding has become the trusted source of architectural products throughout the South. They offer fine interior architectural moldings, custom millwork, and cabinet doors designed and handcrafted in Flowwood. Their showroom on Lakeland Drive is stocked with today's most sought-after interior details, including corbels, post, fireplace mantles, bath vanities, butcher block islands, mirrors, and much more. Tim Shoemaker and his staff work closely to meet client needs for new construction, restoration, and remodeling projects. Lakeside Molding, where details make the difference.
And we welcome you back one final time here to the press box. 42-28. Neshoba Central over Ridgeland tonight for a big region win, Region 2-5A here tonight. And we're glad that you joined us here tonight, and we encourage you to be safe this weekend. Thanks to our sponsors, Mississippi Ag, King's Daughters Medical Center, Centerpoint Energy, as well as Lakeside Molding. Van Sporting Goods had a new spot today, thanks to Todd and crew out there. As well as some new sponsors here. Patty Pack Honda on board. Yeah, appreciate them. And Buffalo Wild Wings, our good friend Jason, with 2 locations, of course, at Lake Harbor and the one in Flowwood. And Germany Dental, so many sponsors to thank. And we appreciate them so much. Of course, the Mincy program with the Mississippi Community College Board, we appreciate them jumping on board as well. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to Newman Kazari, Chris McDonald, Jeff Eade, and Logan Campbell. I'm Jason Scarborough. We will see you next week. Stay tuned to spiritmedianet.com for our next location. We'll announce that next week as we'll continue with the game of the week. And stay tuned to that, as well as following us on Twitter, Spirit Media MS. You can also like our Facebook page, Friday Night End Zone. For all of our crew here and everyone here at Titan Stadium, this is Jason Scarborough. We'll see you next week on the Spirit Media Network.
We're having a sale at Patty Peck on a brand new Honda Accord LX, and the Honda Pilot is oh so sweet, just $289 a month when you lease, and the value package is super hot. Make your way to Patty Peck and get a free car wash. Get a lifetime powertrain warranty with your new Honda purchase.
Break it down, Rita B.
I said P-A-T-T-Y. Patty Peck, Honda's #1. I said P-A-T-T-Y. Shop now at pattypeckhonda.com.
Your man cave is a lie. It's not a masculine refuge, it's a basement in your wife's house. Caves don't have frilly craft store signs. Yell about it. In your man cave, no one can hear you scream. Wake up! Head upstairs and get to B-dubs, where the kegerators are just called taps, the wall color is TVs, and the wings taste like freedom. Also, your friends actually like coming here. Buffalo Wild Wings. Roar!